You're about to watch another episode of The Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? When you tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. We hope to see you there.
And welcome to The Dungeon Run, a live tabletop role-playing game where your interactions help tell the tale. And a special hello to everyone watching live for the first time. Hello! I am Lord Caravan, Keeper of Secrets and your host for tonight's campaign. Together, we stand witness as our intrepid adventurers face terrible danger and most certain doom in their quest for glory, valor, and most importantly, treasure. Throughout our time together, you will be called upon to help guide decisions made within the game. In addition to our live chat interactions, those that are brave enough can purchase one of 7 unique digital items. If you love the show, you can show love. When you buy Show Love, Jeff will see it and may read your name out during the game, showing you some love. And of course, you could show love to any member of the team. Love Jeff's new character voice? Show love. Or when James does some fast math or solves puzzles? Show love. You get the idea. It's those simple gestures that are so thoughtful and mean the most. Or you could bestow upon the adventuring party the gift of advantage, the ability to roll a pair of 20-sided dice at once and take the highest. Or for those of you that feel the players have had it too easy, you can set the trap of disadvantage. If a player has advantage, this disadvantage will counter it. And if the player does not have an advantage, well, they will roll a pair of 20-sided dice and take the lowest. After all, life is pain. Or perhaps you'll want to be the wind at our adventurers' backs and allow them to draw from the force of good deck. Or to add an even greater challenge to the adventure, you can purchase a Force of Evil card! Really, though, they're very evil. Be careful with them. Now, when you buy one of these digital items, please specify which player at the table it is for, or I will make the choice for you. Do you understand what that means? I, Lord Caravan, will decide for you, so don't make the mistake. But that is not all. Please remember, it's on you. You can purchase an IOU, and each time you do, it will light a Force of Good candle. And when the goal of 20 candles is reached, a Force of Good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. If at the end of tonight's adventure there are candles still lit, they will carry over to the next show. Oh, yes, and please, goodness gracious, we forgot it again! Someone on set, get that off! Got it! What the is that? Cogwheel! What are you, some sort of... What is the meaning of this? Please, never do that again. Please, ever. No, I'm serious. Don't. If you do that again, I will jump out of this chair and lose myself. Forever! So don't ever do that again. Eagle Eye or Cogwheel. Seriously, don't use that thing. I'm not even going to name it. Finally, you have the power to submit a force of good or force of evil card. And we might... What the... Someone break the bowl! Seriously, throw it on the ground and smash it. Do it. Now. Go. Okay, I'm done with this. Head over to the dungeonrun.fandom.com to submit if you have an idea for a card or something, whatever. It doesn't. You can upload your fan art there as well. And to those who have already submitted, I see you and I thank you. Also, oh yes, we have shirts. Oh, it hurts so bad. Yes, the Dungeon Run shirts. Look, the Dungeon Run logo, upper left. How beautiful, yes? Rosy Cheeks Pub and Tavern Hall. Middle, Meep Lives. I'm sweating now. Meep Lives. I Am Human, the Pirate Disguise shirt, and my personal favorite, and hopefully will still be after tonight's show if I'm alive, Lord Araban's Dungeon Run. Also, that's not all. We have more. Life is Pain. You see the one on the left, All Fails for Jorel. The middle, Let the Dice Roll. Yes, you've heard it before. The whole crew is there. Wonderful. And finally, the one on the right, and the most important, Respect to the Candles and the Candle Queen. Head over to the dungeonrun.fandom.com to purchase your Dungeon Run shirts. Now let's meet our brave souls, the cast of characters. If you will, please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Michaels as Lily Dumblestock.
Hello!
So wonderful. Ronald Ogden as Uggo.
Hello!
Yes, Morgan Peter Brown as James Quellos.
I kind of like that you're announcing us like a 90s Chicago Bulls like lineup now.
Quellos! Number 4. Point guard, I'm just kidding. Jessica Lynn Parsons as Fahima Taig. Amazing. Jared K. Jack as Civ Red Thistle.
You ready for a road trip?
Yes?
All right.
When? Tonight? Oh, all right, okay. Milo, get ready. And finally, our dungeon master himself, Mr. Jeff Carnotti! I love you. You're looking handsomer than ever, Jeff.
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing about you, Araban.
Well, thank you. I moisturized. All right, as the journey continues, I, Lord Araban, will be joining you in your social conversations around the game, so keep an eye out for my avatar and comments. And before we begin, I have a favor to ask of you besides not ever using Milo's bowl again. Please, it would give me great pleasure if you would share the show. Just click below and let all of your admirers know that you are watching the Dungeon Run. Now, keep the comments coming, be ever vigilant, and let the dice roll!
Yay!
Oh man, I am ready to play tonight.
Indeed.
Same. So excited. Welcome, watchers. Welcome, first-time watchers. And thank you to everybody who has been helping us try to come up with a team name. It's been a week-long excursion into lots of wonderful suggestions. Our unofficial Discord is doing a great job. There's a whole room there. We had the rundown. People were, it has helped us get no closer to action. But it's an ongoing project and we welcome your suggestions. All right, let's catch everybody up, shall we?
Let's do it.
It started as a simple dungeon run. 5 yahoos brought together by common purpose, loot. But the loot they discovered, a magical amulet once owned by the Keeper of Secrets himself, has turned into much more than they bargained for. It has brought untold chaos to their lives by allowing you, the watchers of the time stream, to transcend your reality and influence theirs with forces of good and evil. It is also a key to unlock secrets of a time before the Great War of Ideas, secrets locked in the minds of the Wardens, the 5 elemental titans whose protection has helped ensure generations of peace here in Ain. But to do that, the team must find and rescue these Wardens, who have been captured themselves. How and by whom remains an ongoing mystery. But attempting to piece together that puzzle has led them to their current location, here in Winkburgh, a town of commerce, a convergence point of inter-realm trade routes that has fallen into lawlessness in recent months after the arrival of a shadowy figure known as the Ashen Mage. Our team arrived on the outskirts of Winkburgh and saw firsthand the disorder that had taken over the town. A gang of roughnecks called the Flock were terrorizing the woman they had come to meet, Cornelia the Clean, a member of an association of wizards known as the Natural Order, who have been attempting to track the locations of the wardens throughout the realms of Ain. The team bribed the Flock, who rode off astride Winkburgh's local flightless bird, the Achaierai, an enormous, savage bird of prey equipped with a gland that allows it to secrete a toxic black smoke. Cornelia suggested the team investigate the disappearance of the Duke of Winkburgh and its connection to Calcutta Theed, the Ashen Mage. They soon discovered the Duke had been polymorphed into a duck by Theed in a fit of pique, and he had retreated to his residence in shame, taking the town's entire law-keeping force with him. But a visit to the tower where the Ashen Mage resided here in Winkburgh revealed a number of helpful clues. The team fought their way past the creatures in the tower, taking letters, experimental spells, and a magical lockbox with them as they left. They also ensured that their traveling companions, Lily's displaced mother and sisters, were safely escorted back to their home island by a pair of Winkburgh locals named Enos and Arphus. Then they returned to Cornelia's camp to gain her assistance in opening the footlocker they had discovered. Unfortunately, it had been magically booby-trapped, causing Cornelia to shrink in size when she unsealed it, an effect that seems to be continuing in periodic bursts. Opening the trunk also unleashed an intense beam of light and a dark, winged monster into the night sky. The light came from a single gleaming dragon scale, which Uggo retrieved from the chest and pressed onto the creature, bursting it asunder in a single radiant blast. The next morning, as Cornelia continued to shrink, the team returned to the Duke, cracked the riddle hidden inside the eggs he had been laying in his time as a duck, and gave him the words that would revert him back to his natural form. A grateful Duke insisted the team be compensated for their heroic deed, so his right-hand man, Preet, set about formalizing their reward. Siv requested that a local clergyman he had spoken to, named Chalmers, be named as official advisor to the Duke. Lily suggested the town throw a big party as a means of restoring morale to Winkburgh, and the rest of the team brainstormed the exact specifications of a new means of transportation, a customized vardo, compliments of the Duke, to be pulled by a number of their very own Achaierai. As we ended last week, Siv and Uggo returned to Chalmers' temple to inform him of his new position as the Duke's counsel, while Fahima, James, and Lily decided to try out their new spells and attempt to find a way to assist the ever smaller Cornelia the Clean. And that is where we will pick up this week. We are a split party, so we will handle things. Nothing like leaving on a split hanger. We do have some love being shown to us already. Thank you, watchers. Those wonderful balloons, we love seeing those. They feel like applause. I see Z-Man 9018, English Andy, Eagle Eye 123321, Celestial Giraffe, and others. We appreciate that. And we also have some business. We have some cards coming hot and heavy. There is a Force of Good for Siv.
Yay.
This is from Al-Wakaria. 2 Forces of Good for Fahima from Hazimus and Twinsen.
Hey.
Wow.
A Force of Good from James from TK421.
Thank you, TK421. Aren't you supposed to be
that's
at
your
your
cue.
post?
There you go.
Aren't you at your post?
Force of
What's
Good
your
from-
post?
For Uggo from Snake Master 89, 89, yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
Snake
you.
Master.
And a Force of Good from Lily from Malcolm S3X.
Thank you, Malcolm S3X.
Oh, and Milo's bowl has already gone off as well. So
boy.
evil there.
Look, I know that they
didn't take
love
long.
this guy and like hurting him with the bowl, but that also hurts us. Like, I just want to point it out.
You hate us.
Why?
All right, let's go around.
Okay.
Read them up.
So mine's Dr. Araban's Rejuvenating Tincture. Greetings! Step up to Dr. Araban's strange selection of titillating tonics. Electrifying elixirs and mystifying medicines. You there, you seem like you need a good pick-me-up. Try this positively potent potion of perfection. Wait, this is just a rebranded health potion. Oh well, at least you get a health potion.
Oh, so you get a health potion for free?
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
I'll-
amazing.
I'll take it, because we
Nice.
need health potions.
Yeah, we really do.
My first one from Hazimus is called The Night Vigil. It's got very fancy text as well.
Serious.
A vision, a dream, or what you will. 3 ladies graced your sight, one cloaked in shadow, one in stars, and one in chaotic light. A crystal bowl before you fills with shimmering moonlit tears. Quote, hold true to hope, still your fears, we hold vigil here tonight. End quote. When you get a force of evil from Milo's bowl, it becomes good.
Wow, I rolled a 2 as well.
What?
No joke. I rolled a 2 on the Force of Evil.
That's amazing!
That's crazy.
Bam!
Yay!
Pays off
Thank you,
immediately.
Hazimus.
Yeah.
My second one is from Twinsin. It's called The Yahoos. On your next history check, the next history check another player makes cannot be your own. You can assist them by using your Yahoo search for the answer. Roll a d10 to that number to their roll.
Amazing. Great. Mine is called Minor Illusion of Advantage. Viewer submitted. The next time you roll, your roll with advantage is blocked by the watchers of the time stream. Roll 2d10 instead, so that you still get the illusion of rolling with advantage. Add up the result of the 2 rolls.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's
yes.
very specific.
I like that.
Yes. Okay. Yes. All right.
Sounds like math.
I get it. It is.
That's
Right.
my
It
math.
is
person.
math. Yes.
I have order, order. When the next battle is about to begin, after initiative rolls have been set, you may swap any 2 participants' position in the fight sequence.
That's big.
When you do this, look Jeff in the eye and give him a big cheesy grin.
That's,
Wait.
that's my favorite part.
Any 2 or any 2
Any 2
PCs?
participants.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I have Duck, Duck, Goose.
Yeah.
During a short rest, play a quick game of Duck, Duck, Goose. Select a teammate to be the goose. Both of you roll a d20. If their roll is higher, they catch you and you both get 1d10 instant healing. If your roll is higher, you get away and only get 1d10 of instant healing. Nothing beats being able to hit someone on the head and run away laughing.
So we don't actually have to hit each other and run away? Okay, thank goodness.
Don't have
That's
to.
what I thought we were.
So this is your force of good that got transformed from the bowl.
Awesome.
But it
Nice.
sounds like Queso Gato didn't want that to go
Unpunished.
unpunished. So there's a force of evil from Queso Gato.
Queso Gato? I will find you. No, I won't.
Not off
I'm
brand.
here. I'm here
Not
right
off
now.
Not off brand.
Not off brand.
Okay, so the good is you're a 10 out of a 10.
Oh.
Roll each type of die and create stacks of 10 out of the values. For every 10, collect 35 gold. Remainders are lost. So
Okay.
so roll each type of die and create stacks of 10 out of the values.
Yeah, so take
roll
one
a
of each
D4,
die.
a D6, D8.
Should have enlisted there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So take one of each kind of die, D4, D6, D12, D8, D12, D10, D12.
Okay.
Got it,
20.
got it, got
Cool,
it.
cool.
And then what the values are, if you can make stacks of 10 out of that,
If you
That's-
add 2 dice together and it makes 10.
Okay.
or 3 dice together, or whatever it
So-
takes. You're trying to be efficient.
3 and a 4 is a 7.
7. So you would want a 3 somewhere. Yeah.
You just want to roll all the dice and then
Okay.
figure it out later, after.
That's another 3.
I think we should
Okay, so
just
that's 10.
I think we,
the entire episode.
Fortunately, she's the one
8.
who needs to keep reading.
8 plus 2 is another 10.
20, yeah.
Ooh, baby. Aw, dang it, that's a 3.
So 28,
So you get 2 stacks,
So I
right?
get 2 times 35 gold.
70 gold.
70
Awesome.
gold.
Wow, nice.
Yay.
All right, and what is your force of evil?
My force of evil is hell on the economy.
Okay.
Are we getting political now?
I don't think so.
The group has received so much gold from the Watchers that it's starting to cause some
Oh, no.
inflation. The next time anybody spends gold, they must pay 50% more.
Okay.
All right, we're getting like ice cream or something.
All right, well, that was all quite exciting. But we do find ourselves split. Let's start with the Wizards, who started in Cornelia's camp and picked up Cornelia from the camp. And you indicated that you wanted to head back toward the Mage's Tower.
Yeah, for some sort of, maybe there's some indication of something that could break this curse or whatever
And
is
there's
going on.
all
with
those
her.
books.
I mean, you
there.
did spend quite a bit of time and energy scouring it before, but you're more than welcome to go back again.
Also, now that we have, now that we have meld into stone, maybe there's more things to do.
Sure. You do have your new spells learned as you spent last night learning them, and you are accompanying Cornelia as you walk back through the town from her camp. As you walk through the town, you notice she even is shrinking as you go. I mean, it is something that happens periodically, and it seems to be even happening quicker than it had been. But she's small and getting smaller, but you make your way back to the tower, and the door still laying on the ground from where Uggo smashed it open.
I'll check the spyglass on the other end, just making sure there's no one up there. Do I see anything?
You do not see any movement through the spyglass. You can roll a perception to see if you can kind of check things out in the corners. You have advantage from Snake Master 89.
Thank you, Snake Master 89. And this is something that's finally paying off. Word to the wise from Pytyrus Stormblade. 2 episodes ago, I was not supposed to read this aloud. Create a nonsensical word and slip it into the next conversation. 2 episodes ago, I said the word phantasmagorical. It is not a real word. If no one notices or comments on it, gain plus D4 to your next wisdom skill check.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Finally paid off.
Phantasmagorical.
Phantasmagorical.
It's
That in the
smart and no one's
ordinary.
gonna question.
It took
Yeah,
me a
you
while.
just assumed.
Sounds like a smart.
Actually, when he said it, I think Uggo was like,
Yeah, Ron did make a face. He did not say anything.
One more force of good for Civ
However,
from
you are-
Angel Devil Son.
you are also at a -5 to this roll because of Malice from a Chalice, which came from Milo's bow last game.
Okay.
All party members receive -5 on their next D20. He has not rolled a D20 since.
Lily, the amulet on your chest is actually, you can feel it. It's so hot. There's so much coming out of it, going crazy. You can feel it warming
check are you
you.
rolling?
What is your?
So this is a perception check.
Yes. Just read his card real quick.
I'll be quick. Leveling Lumber Lover. During your next combat, you become encased in thick wood. It covers your whole body and gives you +5 AC, but your movement is cut in half. For each 10 damage you do to an enemy, you lose 1 of those AC points. For each 10 damage you take, you gain an additional AC point.
Wow.
At the end of combat, the wood cracks and falls to the ground.
Nice.
Your movement's so crazy that's perfect for you.
I know.
Nice.
I like it.
All right. So what was the result of your perception check?
19 plus 4 is 23 minus 5, 18.
So peering through that spyglass, you see an image looking down on a section of the 4th floor, the observatory floor. You had left that spyglass perched precariously on the giant telescope that is pointed out the wall, out the window, and toward the Nelrim mountain range. You're staring at it, looking at every corner. You don't perceive any movement through it. Everything in that small spyglass, everything seems to be as you remember it from that room. There's still
Spheres, they haven't moved at all.
the spheres don't seem to have moved, although you don't have a great view of the spheres because they're on that 2nd level. You definitely still see bits of gore from where the hodgepodge exploded. It does seem to be as you left that room.
Okay.
This is very hot. This necklace.
Yes, it's very active.
Something's going on. Anyway, is Cornelia with us now? She's with us, yes.
She's smaller than you at this point.
Okay. Hello. I get down kind of on my knee, like hands on my knees. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling quite a bit smaller. It's distressing to say the least, but I'm still optimistic that we will find some sort of remedy to this particular predicament.
I mean, I don't think this will work, but I'll touch her and do lesser restoration.
Okay. She feels your hands on her, and they glow with a light and warmth of you casting the spell, and she feels it. She doesn't change in size or do anything. I appreciate the effort, but it seems to have not changed my situation.
Basically gave you a multivitamin, I guess.
I'm gonna start ritual casting meld into stone.
Okay.
Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are still sitting on the outskirts of the tower.
I want to go in. I see that you're casting, so
Yeah, give me a moment so we can scour a bit more thoroughly.
I just want to go in and touch one of the wardens.
Sure.
The fire warden. Would you mind accompanying me? So he was the
Yeah, I can
It was
pull
on
out
the first floor, huh?
The fire and the storm were on the first floor, I believe. The two we've actually encountered were on the first
Yes.
floor. The
Inferno
other two
Warden,
were on-
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Inferno and Storm.
I'm gonna call him by his proper name.
Yeah. So we can
Mr. Inferno.
return to our map here. If that's helpful
Smiley.
for everybody.
Mr. Inferno Warden was my father.
I'm Dr. Inferno Warden.
I didn't go to 4 years of Inferno Warden medical school.
All right. So yes, this was. These are the two statues, and you had the Storm Warden and the Inferno Warden. We've got Lily and Fahima, and James is outside still too. You're sort of on the step casting, right?
Probably down in the grass, because I picture I'm like sitting with my Book of Shadows and just kind
Okay.
of doing this arcane focus, meditating.
Like a college kid on the quad.
just kind of
Much smaller Cornelia.
Sprinklers go
got a
off.
floppy hat so I
Yeah.
don't get sunburned.
Okay, so you walk up to the statue of the Warden.
Yeah, I just want to lay my hands on it and just see if anything happens.
Does it feel warm?
You press your hands on the stone of the statue, and it feels cold to your hands. And you look and you kind of make eye contact with that Warden that you've now seen in person. It's the same Warden with that fiery beard that you remember. You've seen it. You've lived inside a different Warden and seen it as a peer, as a similarly sized creature, and you've also seen it staring up at it under the sea as a gigantic creature. It's a perhaps odd thing to look in the sculpted face of a creature that you know well, but there's no sensation of magic or a change in you other than that weird looking at the bust of something that you have seen and experienced in a different way.
Not at all. It's quite disappointing, actually. I thought something might happen.
Oh, well, it might just be an actual statue.
Yeah. Well,
Cornelia,
Yes?
do you have any idea from your experience of spells and what could possibly be doing this to you of a possible, I guess, solution?
we can bring books to you if it's faster.
Well, yes, I don't know. Perhaps I should rush up. You said that the majority of the useful information was in the upper floors. Is that correct? I don't know what we'll find here. I've never experienced anything quite like this, and I suspect that this magic is beyond any of us, myself included.
Well, do you want to piggyback ride upstairs?
If that would expedite things, then perhaps that would be the most prudent solution.
Right?
You could also use this opportunity to do something that no one ever gets to do, which is fly upon the back of a phoenix.
Oh, am I that small?
Is she? I figured she was, right? I thought
She's
she was
getting
like
there.
pretty
She's
big.
getting there. She might be able to hang on. Yeah, I mean, Meep has gotten larger. Meep's about the size of a chicken. So
I was
she's
already
probably-
imagining her like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, I mean,
this big.
not quite that small yet.
Okay.
I would say she's about 2 feet tall.
Okay, that's too
But
big for
she's
me.
she's getting there, right? It's happening at a rapid rate, and it's a little disturbing.
I'll amend that too. On the bright side, when you do get smaller, you can ride upon the back of a phoenix.
Well, I guess that's a silver lining to
Yeah.
look forward to.
James, they're gonna take Cornelia upstairs. Come meet us when you're done.
Okay, be careful.
Just shout if anything happens, all right?
Ditto.
Okay.
All right, so you, for once in your life, are the piggyback instead of the piggyback.
Hop on.
Yeah. So you're gonna go up these spiral staircase. Which floor are you headed to?
The top floor.
Top floor.
Yeah.
Okay. So we all the way to the top floor. You go up the center staircase for 2 floors, and then that side rickety metal staircase, and you get to the top here with her still on your back. And Fahima, are you still down here with the statue?
No, I'll go up with them and assist looking for resources for her.
Okay. Now, Civ and Ugo, you guys pretty much finished your business with Chalmers at the temple. At this point, where would you guys
do
go
one
after
thing
that?
before we leave?
Yes, absolutely.
Does he? You said it's like a temple to the god of commerce.
That's right. Yeah.
Are there any symbols or iconography inside of the?
Yes, there is a wheel. The symbol of a wheel is something that the god of commerce is known as the Wayfarer, and it is a wheel. It is a god of travel, of bargains, of trade, and there's the symbol of a wheel that is on the front of the temple and on the interior as well.
Does he have it anywhere inside of the temple in a smaller size, or is it just the big ones?
Like a take it with you kind of.
Well, the reason why I
Is there a
ask,
gift shop?
I'm not going to be stealing things from the temple.
Right.
But the reason why I ask is because I have a candle, and I thought to remember him by and to remember the temple, I could soften the bottom of the candle and then press it on the symbol, and then that way I would still have the symbol without having to like get out paper and sketch it all out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you could easily do that on one of the ones that are mounted on the wall.
Okay.
You know, you could, there are candles in the back, and
I have a candle.
Oh, you
That's
have
why,
a candle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could go to the candles in the back and soften it, soften the wax in the back, and even walk up to one of the walls and press it onto to one of the symbols that are on the
Before I do that, I'm going to turn to him and say, do you mind if I do this?
No. Be my guest.
Thank you. It'll only take a moment.
I've never seen that before. What is that?
Oh, I'm just pressing the beeswax candle into the symbol so that I have a copy of it. An imprint.
Right.
Right.
Why?
To remember.
Huh.
So you've successfully done this, and Chalmers even presents you with some parchment if you'd like to make a pressing. He's perfectly pleased that you would want to take the wear, even though he expressed to you in last week's episode that he isn't 100% committed to the Wayfarer. He's
Right.
he's still a man of integrity, and he represents his flock well. So he's quite happy for you to take that with you. And
Something just occurred to me. Do you know how to cast spells?
I haven't cast a spell in quite a while.
We have a friend who's, well, cursed.
You.
We do?
Well, yes.
Who?
Cornelia. Remember when she opened the box and she started shrinking?
I had not considered her a friend until now.
Well, an acquaintance then.
No, friend is fine. Yes.
Are you all right?
No. This is very overwhelming, this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think you would be able to help with something like that?
I don't know. I suppose I try my best. Anyone coming to my temple for aid is one I will.
Well, you
attempt
said
to
you
help.
healed, and I was wondering, do you know how to uncurse people?
Once or twice in my time I have done so, but I do not know the manner of the curse, and I do not know if I will be able to help, but I certainly will try. For you, and for you.
Should we go and try to find them then?
Do you want to stay here and I will go?
You mean and bring them back?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much time we have.
I didn't know if you were done.
Oh, yes, I'm done.
Oh, then you should go.
Right. Do you mind coming with us?
I don't know if I'd like to leave this unattended.
I have a saddle. I don't know if you'll fit in it, but I have one.
It might be a little large for your saddle.
Well, I will carry you.
If you don't mind, I will stay here and make sure they...
But we could bring her here if...
Of course, yes.
Oh, all right. Well, then let's go find them.
Yeah.
And that's when we'll...
All right. Meanwhile, back at the Mage's Tower, you guys have made it your way up to the top floor. James, as you are coming out of your ritual casting of Meld into Stone, a couple of what you recognize as the guards from the Duke's residence come walking up to you, still in halberd, still in full armor.
Hello.
Oh, how you doing? We were told to come here and start demoing this place.
Yeah, that's probably a very good idea. A friend of ours is suffering a bit from a curse, possibly not dissimilar to the one the Duke suffered,
Oh, yeah.
though different.
You think that if we walk in here, that might happen to us?
I don't think so, but my friends are upstairs at the moment trying to find if there's any help. I was about to go in myself. Please feel free to join me.
We'll stay out here until you give us a green light.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. And I'll go in. I'll head to the Storm Warden. I've never cast Meld into Stone before, so this is gonna feel weird.
Did you inhabit the Storm Warden?
Yes, I did. Orad Ironmark, yes. Meld into Stone is not concentration, so I just get it for 8 hours, which is pretty amazing.
But you are unable to, go ahead.
So yeah, I'm sort of again like trying to listen. And I've already looked pretty closely at this statue, I think, last time I was here.
Yes, you did. You investigated it.
But I feel like I'm just trying to make connections, and the fact that this spell was here, and then they have these are stone statues, correct?
Yes.
I reach my right hand into the base.
Okay, into the base, below where the...
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
Be polite.
So you reach down into the stone, and as your hand passes the threshold of air to stone, it feels very strange. It's like pushing into silly putty or jello. And it shouldn't feel that way because it's solid stone, but you press farther in and squish your hand in, and it's soft and gooey, and you're not sure if it's because the stone is soft or you are soft.
Right.
It feels very strange.
Yes.
But you're not
anything. It feels just like solid stone.
Well, it doesn't feel like solid stone anymore, but it's certainly, you're not getting any sensation other than this odd feeling of being inside a solid.
I'm like shoulder deep in this thing, just kind of looking up and like, sorry. And then I start like,
You're just feeling a little handsy. So, are you searching for something?
Kinda, yeah.
Well, roll an investigation check and see
Okay.
if your hand,
cool.
see what your hand encounters.
Okay.
Roll to feel up the statue.
Right.
We have a bunch of love being shown
Yay.
to us. Dr. Sparks, Danger, Lego My Uggo, Storm the Sorceress, and more.
Do I get
There's one
advantage?
that I'm not able to see as well.
Do I get advantage on this one?
You do get advantage
Nice.
from new. Oh, but it's countered.
Oh, no.
Newbie new 7, disadvantage from Cogwheel.
Okay, but I have a card. Thank you. I have a card for Let the Dice Troll from Joker 3. Oh, wait, no, that's a different one. The one I just got. Minor Illusion of Advantage from TK421. The next time I roll with advantage is blocked. I get to roll 2d10 instead and add it. So let me do that. That's a 9. That's a 14 investigation.
14 investigation. The newness of this sensation, the strangeness of being inside solid stone, perhaps distracting or perhaps there's nothing there. You're not quite sure, but you don't find anything that is different or alarming. You're just kind of moving your hand through this gooey, squishy, jello-like rock.
Remind me, these did not pop up as magical when I had Detect Magic running.
That's correct.
All right, I sort of pull my hand out.
Let's do a couple of cards. We got a Force of Good for Civ from Digital Milan.
Sweet.
A Force of Good for Uggo from Unholy Saint.
Ooh.
A Force of Good for Lily from Angel Devilson.
Angel Devilson.
Devil's Son, I guess, but I kind
Angel Devil's Son.
Devilson.
of... Devilson.
Oh, that's hilarious. Mine to me, I call to thee. You really wish your group wasn't so spread out. All party members and friendly affiliates within 120 feet are teleported to you.
Whoa.
Each makes DC 16 dex saves or falls prone in a heap of bodies on you on arrival.
Gosh, what?
That's great.
Yeah.
Does that happen right now? Well, I guess we're much farther than 120.
We are
feet,
definitely.
Yeah, so can I save this?
Yes.
Okay.
All of a sudden, Uggo's just like, sorry, hey, what are you doing?
huh? You could activate that in a battle, huh?
Yeah. I think that's the idea.
Uggo, what was yours?
I got temporary tattoo. A magical tattoo appears on your face.
Just like
Mike Tyson style. The bad news, the teammate to your left gets to decide what the tattoo looks like. The good news is it gives you resistance to a damage type of your choice for 1 encounter.
Ooh.
Nice.
But the tattoo lasts 24 hours and cannot be washed off.
I think out of all of us, it actually kind of.
Yeah, it's a cool. Yeah, I'll go.
Yeah,
can,
it might
can sell
work
it a
for
little
you.
better.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It
I'm
just looks like a tribal tattoo.
Very happy that Katie is the one that gets to tattoo it.
I am also very happy at this.
All right, I have counter disadvantage, which feels like the right card from Angel Devilson. On a roll when you have advantage, but also have disadvantage, this card negates the disadvantage.
Nice.
Cool. So what's Ugo's tattoo gonna be?
Oh, do I have to do that? It's right now?
I think so. Last 24 hours, right?
Yeah, last 24 hours.
You get
yep.
the benefit during the next encounter.
Okay.
Yes. Do I have to choose damage type now?
I would say we'll let you choose it at the start of the encounter.
Perfect.
Nice.
I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
So what's this tattoo look like?
All right,
It is on his face.
the tattoo on your face is,
It's a human face just over his entire face.
it's Carla the crab from Bingle.
Yeah.
And her little crab claws are on either side of his, like, eyebrows, kind of like pulling up. Okay? So it kind of like comes around the side like there's crab claws, like
Like the crab is behind him and
holding, yeah, like it's
Like just
laying,
kinda like holding it like
yeah,
that, like-
yeah.
like you're playing peekaboo with the
With the
crab.
crab, yeah.
I love it. I love it. So as the amulet flashes and blinks twice, ink sort of scrawls itself in your green skin, and you get these strange crab claws that come around the side of your face, the back of your head. You have a very intricately drawn Carla the crab on your face.
It's like a Carla helmet.
I don't even think Ugo.
I wouldn't even notice, right? Like, I don't
You're
have a
just
mirror
like,
or anything.
What?
Ugo, you have something on your face. I'm gonna walk over and see if I can like.
Yeah, it doesn't come off.
Did you get to tattoo and not tell anyone?
Between like 5
I mean, I
minutes
have
ago.
one. I have one.
You do?
Yeah.
Is it on your face?
No. He's on my back.
Oh. Well, you have one on your face now.
I believe it is a crab.
I think they're probably trying to tell us we should hurry up.
Why would a crab indicate that we should hurry up?
Well, Bingle, crab, remember?
Lily did this.
Yes. She's probably angry at you.
Why?
I don't know, maybe she needs your help.
Okay.
I'm just guessing. Why else would you put a crab tattoo on your face?
I don't know. You ask a lot of questions I don't know the answers.
These are the questions we ask ourselves.
All right, so you guys are heading back toward the east end of town.
I will actually cast Sending now to Civ because they don't know that we came here.
Right.
I thought we left a note that we were going. Or was that to the campsite?
I think it was at the campsite, but I'll
Oh.
We've gone back to the Wizard's Tower to help Cornelia find some sort of cure. We're there now.
He gets a response, right?
He gets a response.
He does.
Up to 25 words.
Why are you in my head? You know I don't like that. We're coming to the tower now. Ugo has a tattoo on his face.
Ugo has a tattoo on his, and then it cuts off.
A complete waste of his sending. I love it. I love that.
All right. As
Good to know.
James, as you continue to explore this thing, you've cast Sending. Actually, you probably would need to stop that to do Sending, yes?
Actually, they're not meld into stone isn't concentration.
Okay, so you're still,
Nice.
you got your arm deep in this stone, and at a certain point, you guys make your way. It's going to take a while here, but everybody is kind of searching the tower, right? What are you guys doing up on the top floor?
Looking for any books or
Yeah.
anything that might help, and kind of showing Cornelia where things are to see if she recognizes any of them.
Yeah,
Some mad fury of flipping through the
Yeah, this is, these bookshelves, there's 3 of them. They are stocked with books. You remember looking through them before, and again, you saw atlases, you saw books about anatomy, you saw lots of research books and sort of textbooks, topographical maps. There's not a lot, even as you are breathlessly looking through, there's not a lot that you missed before, and there's not a lot that pops out as being something that would help in this particular situation.
Okay, I want to lean over the stairwell and go, James,
Yes.
do you think maybe we could get a head start on demolishing this wizard's tower? I think it might be quite fun.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you grab my spyglass up there from on top of the telescope?
What?
Yes, I left it up there.
What is James doing? Why can't he come up here now?
Just working on some things.
Lily wants to know why you can't come up here right now.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sort of getting very familiar with these statues.
Tell Lily I want to know why there's a crab on my face.
I'll go and Siva here.
What?
Episode of the real world. 7 strangers pick to live in a tower. All right.
I will have gone over to the Inferno Warden now as well and done the same thing.
There's also armed guards outside.
Yes, yeah. There's some city watch or whatever.
I'll grab his spyglass if I can.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him place it there. It's a lens, a glass lens that he had perched up on the top of the telescope there. You pluck it.
Oh, snatch that, yeah.
Cornelia,
Yeah, yes.
if we can't find it in one of these books, who can we contact?
Well, I think the most prudent step forward, if we are unable to do any practical change to me here, is to maybe just send me back to Turles and consult with the library at Nightstone Abbey. I think perhaps if I consult with the scholar, he may have some other suggestions, or I'm at a loss. I fear my own learnings are not sufficient enough to combat this particular curse.
I feel like we should only look for so long because you don't have much time, it seems, and we need to
It does seem to be
be efficient.
rather ticking clock.
Yes.
Are you still like arm's length inside these statues?
Yep.
What are you doing?
It's a new trick. Just trying to see if there's anything inside these. Something we didn't find.
Can you hide it inside there completely?
Yeah, I can. Want me to? Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Here it goes. This is gonna feel weird, but and I step into it.
And Ugo, what you see is James walk into solid stone and disappear inside it.
So weird.
I'm gonna walk over and touch the statue.
And it's solid as ever. It is a piece of hardened stone chiseled into the shape of a warden.
I have an idea.
And when you knock a third time, my hand comes out and grabs your hand.
Oh, okay.
So creepy.
Don't. Wait, no, I don't. I can't see what you're doing. Go right ahead.
Okay.
Wait. No, don't. He's still in there. That will probably hurt him.
Will it?
Yes.
Oh.
Most like, well, I don't know. James,
Shall we try?
I step out.
will it hurt you if we break the stone?
If you minor physical damage won't hurt, but if you if you start to destroy it or change its shape, it would hurt quite a bit. So why would you even do that?
I thought we could hide in there and be invulnerable.
Then why would you destroy it?
To see if maybe experimentation is the heart of things.
While I'm in the middle, it's all right. I'm just trying to understand
You put things around me. I was in the middle of your dark storm a couple days ago.
I hear Ugo yelling.
Yes, no, it's fine.
We should go downstairs,
Maybe we should,
Cornelia.
yeah.
Did you find a
So-
cure yet?
No,
No.
I think the girls are gonna come downstairs.
All right, 3
All
levels
right,
down. I like how you
boys.
guys are like
What are you
yelling down
doing?
3 flights of
Sorry.
stairs.
And you see my head sticking out of the base of the statue. Sorry, we were just having an odd discussion.
What is
Whoa.
happening?
He can do amazing things, and I wanted to test his limits.
Well, yeah, but maybe warn me next time. You could have asked.
I did warn you.
No, you didn't.
I pulled it very slowly.
As you guys are having this argument, you see a tiny little 2-foot-tall Cornelia with cloth trailing behind her as her clothes are even the clothes that Lily had given her out of her disguise kit, even those are now too large for her, and she's walking out.
Cornelia, do you know the priest Chalmers?
No?
Well, he said that he's removed curses before,
Good idea.
and he knows how to heal. Do you want to go visit him? He said he'd be willing to look at you.
Where is this priest?
The temple in town, the
here.
Commerce Temple, yes.
Well, I suppose anything is possible, but I fear if we waste our time.
I could carry you, and we could be there in a matter of moments.
That would be.
I'm just gonna pick her up and say,
Yeah,
Okay. All right, so you book it. Away, you guys are all leaving, or?
Toss a fireball for
Before we leave,
Yep.
I actually am like, go ahead. I'm just gonna try something. I don't want anybody to be near me when I do it.
Oh, okay.
I'll go, Lily. What are you guys doing? Staying or going?
I'll go. It's going with him, but then go like, go with Siv.
Lily?
Going. I think, but I want to make. Are you guys coming?
Yeah,
I'm coming.
we'll be
I'm right
behind
behind
Okay. Okay. I'm so slow, so I'm gonna start.
Well, you
going.
can hop in the.
Oh yeah, I'll get in the
I'm right
saddle.
Okay, so you hop in Ugo's saddle. Siv is faster even than Ugo.
Right.
Yeah, when there's no enemies around. he
Right.
is, yeah.
Yeah, and so you're trying to keep pace, but he pulls ahead, and we are once again split. My favorite thing.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So let's stay here with the tower for a second. What are you guys doing?
I'll give you. I'll stand at the doorway.
Well, you can come with me.
Whatever you have in mind.
Let's go upstairs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run up to the balcony.
To the balcony on the third floor, or the one up here on the observatory level? There's
Does it open up to outside?
Huh?
Does it open up to
Yeah, we
outside?
only saw the one on the third floor, right?
The third floor balcony had that magical door.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do that. Do we ever open that door though?
We did not.
Oh.
No,
What's your speed?
probably needs to be dispelled.
It's
But you can, you can get out to open air.
60, 90.
over here.
That's what I'll do then.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want open air.
when I use the racial.
Do you want to?
Do that for 6 seconds, right?
Right.
So it's just a.
How tall is the tower?
You have to wait.
4 stories.
So we'd be about the same speed.
How tall is that in terms of feet?
Sure.
40 feet more.
Oh, okay.
Each
40 to 60.
40 to 60, yeah. Each floor of a building is usually about 10 feet.
What do you
But
think?
the observatory is much larger than a single story, so it's probably more like 50, 60 feet tall.
I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with testing out this new spell that we found.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out to the, I guess, window, right? Or
Yeah.
opening.
Mm-hmm.
And okay,
Go ahead.
you might want to follow me. I'm gonna back up to like here-ish and then run and like jump out of the window and then cast Thunderbolt jump and go 120 feet.
And you have to
land.
go into an enemy, right? Or no?
No. Just says an unoccupied location that you can see.
Awesome, amazing. Okay, so you take that running leap, and this giant brass telescope beside you, you pass by it and take a step up onto the railing and leap out. And as you do, your body transforms, the electricity flowing through you, and it just, you turn into a bolt of lightning that goes all the way down to the first floor.
As far as 120 feet will take me. I mean, I
You
don't
wanna
want
go out and down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do. I mean, so you, this like giant crackling lightning bolt slams into the ground. There's a big stain of black mark where the lightning bolt hit.
It's the same damage as a fireball. It's
Yeah,
a huge.
you land. I mean, there's a divot there, and you stand up, still sort of crackling and sizzling a little bit. The ground around you, the grass is kind of like, it's got static electricity on it.
Whoa!
Turn around. James, did you see that?
Yes, I did. That was insane.
I think even I might have seen it.
And there was, from around the tower, you see a couple of guards like look around and see you and look at each other and then like peer.
It's all right.
Woo! Oh, I feel amazing. Okay.
I'll come down, I guess.
Maybe you could do the jump too.
No, I don't have
Are you
any.
sure? I feel really
no,
good.
I used up my spell slots ascending to Civ.
Oh.
Warlocks, what are you gonna do, right?
So James, slowly walks down the stairs.
I guess I'll go back. I'll come down.
I'll walk back towards him to meet up with him.
You could slide down the banister to kind of.
Right, super cool.
Look at how awesome I am.
Totally did.
My robe is so slippery.
Yeah, I did pretty well.
All right.
You could have just melded the stone and like.
I'll just go
Or
through
you
the
could have like slid through the outside.
Oh.
Woo! Like a slide.
That's an interesting idea. Does it work that way?
I'm not sure you can move through stone like that, but we should read the spell. Okay, so are you guys doing more here? Or are you?
No, I'll just
I'll
catch up.
look one more time down at Vargan's quarters.
Okay.
Is there anything? It's not been disturbed at all. Anything different about it? I'm looking.
No, from the last time you were all in here, you were in a much more heightened state. The sense of danger in this area you don't have. So you're able to calm your nerves and look around in a much more circumspect way, and you can see the trappings of someone living here, and you know now what was above it, the sort of grander living space.
Right, a bit more context.
Yeah, a bit more context, a bit more realization of, oh, this is a servant's quarters. This is really the first floor, and putting together the, all the stuff that was found in this room with, menial labor and supplies. It really does seem like there was a division between the floors of status.
And then I'll walk through the wall into the storeroom.
Yeah.
Just because I'm enjoying this.
You're like a PC character who's like figured out a hack, like you put in a hack code, like a sim who can walk through the building.
That's
Clipping
right.
through walls.
That's right.
Yeah, the no-clip option's
Yeah,
on.
the no clip.
All right, so meanwhile, you have sprinted through town, catching the glances of a lot of things, and you're noticing as you go, there seem to be more guards moving through the town than you had seen previously.
Great.
And you get back into the temple. Chalmers in the back looks at you, and you've got this tiny little person.
Oh my God, it's like baby size and at this point.
I mean, it's almost, she's a proportional human. She doesn't look like a baby, but she's,
tiny.
Yeah.
She's Benjamin buttoning.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a Benjamin Button type thing where she's actually turning.
You're holding her like.
I'm just gonna race right up to him. I'm sorry to do this, but she needs help immediately.
Yes.
This is Cornelia.
Yes, I'm, anything you can do to help me would be great. He puts her down.
It's a wizard spell. It was on a box that she was trying to take the spell off of. It triggered, and then she started shrinking. And it's getting progressively worse.
I've never quite seen anything quite like this before. Yes, neither have I. Are you experienced in the mystical arts? I've done a bit in my time, yes. But I'm not sure exactly how to help. Perhaps we should pray. And he walks to the back, and he opens a chest in the back wall. It seems to be tucked away into a corner, and he pulls out a symbol, like an ankh, that's much nicer than anything else in the rest of the room. It's actually golden and gilded. It is, everything else in here is sort of drab and bare and understated. And this is a little more, clearly this would be a valuable thing. And he brings it over to her, and he says, I haven't had to pull this out in quite a while. I hope it helps. And he presses it to her little chest. This thing, it is most of her at this point. And as he brings it close to her, she shrinks even one more size down. She's this small, and he presses it on her. And she's got it like under her neck and on her body. And he starts speaking in a language I don't believe either of you speak, Celestial?
No.
Nope.
The words sound almost like a song. They sound glorious, beautiful, but hard to make out. And you see this thing start to pulse and glow a bit, and you see the glow crawl up his arm and into his neck and up into his face, and his eyes start to glow. And he's in intense concentration. And this old man, you've not seen him look so youthful and vibrant. He's standing up a bit straighter and pressing that symbol onto her, and she's uncomfortable, and it kind of, you see her going, and this flash of light, and she stops, and he says, I believe I have managed to stop it, but I have not managed to reverse it.
How big is she?
Cute.
Like 80,
Jeff, do I?
She's like
Tiny.
old G.I. Joe,
right, or original.
Tiny. She's considered tiny.
Yeah. this tall, on this stone slab. And she's like, well, I certainly appreciate everything that you have done. Perhaps I should get back to another member of the order and see if there's anything else we can do, or...
Can you even cast spells like this?
Small people can do lots of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. He makes an excellent point, though.
No, I get what you
My
mean.
power may be diminished in this form. I am not entirely certain yet. I must experiments. I'm sure it will take some discovery period. I hope I don't have to live the rest of my days this size.
It's not that bad.
Quite.
I'm gonna help him to sit down.
Yes, it took a lot out of me. Please, can you place this back in?
Yes.
Jeff, that Ankh symbol, religion?
You can do a check.
Yeah.
You've got advantage from dice and capes.
I'm not gonna steal it, but I am going to. I feel like I have to say that every time I tell somebody about it. I'm not
Well, I think it was a big sign of trust that he handed it to you.
right. I am going to look at it and study it as I'm walking back to put it away. And I want to look inside the box to see what else he's got in there.
Yeah. It's smooth. It's it feels a little warm to the touch right now. It's not a symbol that you're familiar with, but it is certainly one that seems to have been crafted out of one solid piece of material. You're not sure if it's metal. Yeah, it looks like could be gold or.
Is it heavy like gold? Does it
It
got
is
some
heavy.
weight
yeah,
to it?
for sure. Yeah.
And it looks like an Ankh?
I mean, that's the closest thing that I could say to give you a reference point. It's not exactly an Ankh, but it's sort of got that loop at the top like an Ankh was, and it's got arms that come off, but they're not exactly.
Does it look like Princess symbol?
It looks like Princess symbol. You know it too well. It's the love sexy.
I'm excited by this because I got a 20, but I also get -5 to the roll, so 16.
16. You are certain this has religious connotation.
Okay.
You just can't place
Where?
what would God, what, it's not something you've encountered before.
Yeah, it's not a, okay.
Yeah. But it clearly is something that has power and
Yeah.
powerful religious
Right.
significance. Okay.
Is there anything else in the box when I put it away?
No.
Just that?
Just that.
Okay, I'm gonna close it. Does it look like it's got a latch or a lock? I'll close it and lock it.
Okay. And he's still sitting there. You guys have all arrived back at the temple at this point. I'll remove this map. Tell me what you guys are doing. Are you guys still here? Or
No.
Yeah, you left, right?
Yeah.
I'll fire a couple Eldritch Blasts at the building just for good measure.
You guys are like, thanks!
Thank you. Have fun.
All right. So, everybody is back at the temple. You have a tiny Cornelia the Clean, and it's getting to be pretty late at this point. That was about midday when all of this started, and it's been several hours going back and forth and doing things in the tower. So you're getting to more of a dusk time, and Cornelia's like, well, at least it doesn't seem like I'm in any continuing immediate danger, but I don't know how much use I'll be in this diminutive state.
We could take you to the Duke. He might know someone or have something that he could do to help you further.
Yes, I'm open to any ideas.
We're not that far from Turles, but it's sort of in the opposite direction that we wanted to go.
I feel
Well,
like
I don't think I would need you to escort me. I could probably conjure a portal, but I don't know if my power has been diminished. We could attempt it, but I don't want to try unless we're absolutely certain that's the course of action we intend to pursue.
I mean, also we could ask the Duke to give you transportation,
Right.
In case the portal doesn't work.
and we don't have to join you, but we could have someone take you.
Fair enough.
Well, we have to go back to the Duke anyways. He's making that whole vardo
Yes.
thing for us.
Vardo.
And I don't know
Yes.
if we're supposed to leave at night or during the day.
I mean, whenever it's ready, I suppose.
Yes.
Go.
Well, let's go back there then. Yes?
I guess, yeah, back to the Dukes.
All right. Are you guys going to go right now?
Well,
You're more than welcome to.
I feel like we need to give him something for what he's done.
Thank you,
He
guys.
just saved her life.
It is my pleasure. You gave me a generous tithe, and I believe you have given me something too, right? A
Are you
promise?
sure?
Did you give him some of the gold?
No.
Yes, I
Well,
did.
Yes.
He has given me something much more precious than gold, child. He's given me his
Knowledge?
word.
Oh. Wow.
It's nice.
Oh,
Well, just know we're indebted to you if you ever need anything in the future.
I am indebted to you. I believe I have a new job. I should rest. I haven't done anything quite like that in many years.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Good night, please.
Do you want us to lock up when we go?
If you would. I'd like to keep the door always open, but things around here haven't been as safe recently as once.
Well, the guards are back.
And hopefully, better times are on their way.
Then, leave the door open. And leave the candles lit.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
He walks into a back chamber. And
Go ahead.
No, I was saying-
going to pick Cornelia up and start going to the Dukes.
okay, all right. So everybody's headed to the Dukes. As I said, the sun is setting over Winkburgh, but you guys make it back to the Duke's residence. At this point, you are welcomed in. You are known as welcome guests to all of the staff and guards there. And you walk in, and you see, as you walk in the main doors into the entryway, you see that room that you were first brought into, that sitting room where you were asked to sign the agreement. And Preet is there, and he stands up. Yes, welcome back. Is there something I can do for you?
We were curious, in terms of our friend, Cornelia, and I sort of gesture to her.
Oh my.
Yes, she's been suffering some effects from seemingly a curse, also from Calcutta.
From the Ashen Mage herself.
Correct. We were wondering, I mean, what are we asking for?
Could we perhaps get transportation to Turles for her? In addition to ours,
Turles.
someone could take her
Yes, we
safely.
have been discussing re-establishing trade with all of our surrounding partners that have fallen off in recent weeks. Turles, one of them, so I was planning to send an envoy there in the next few days anyway. I most certainly would be happy to. She doesn't take much room.
True. It may not be necessary. I mean, hopefully her magical abilities are still with her, but we're just sort of worried given her state.
Indeed.
How long, not that we're impatient, we're very grateful for the vardo, we can't wait to see it. When do you think it'll
Work has
done?
been ongoing, and we'll have it for you tomorrow at the latest.
Wonderful.
If you need it tonight, I'm sure we can.
Well, actually, I think we might need some time with Achaierai and the Achaierai birds.
This is something
point,
we
good
can
point.
start on immediately. In fact, dusk is an excellent time because the Achaierai feel more comfortable in darkness. They spew black smoke, and this is something that they're more serene and calm when it is low light. So this might be a perfect time for you to go and start your training with your new Achaierai.
Perhaps we should train and then spend the night here and leave first thing in the morning?
Sure.
That's, yes.
This is prudent, I believe. Okay, come with me. We will meet with Elio. All right.
Muselio?
Wizerio?
Wizelio.
With Ellie.
He, I must tell you, he has been training Achaierai for many years. So listen to him. He is wise and has been doing this for a long time. And two guards accompany you. Please, take them. And they take you through this areas of the Duke's Manor that you had not been to previously, corridors and hallways, and out sort of a back section away from the main hallway where you'd seen the tapestries and the duck room, I'll call it, and through down a side into a back door that opens out into a large courtyard, which seems to be the whole land of the estate. There's a garden, and there are stables, and this is part of the property that the Duke lives on. And these guards bring you to an area of stables where there are clearly several Achaierai in a cordoned off area, in a stable, in a fenced-in area. Large, 15-foot birds. You've seen them before, but walking up to this, waist-high wooden
Railing?
railing
yeah.
where these 15-foot tall birds are walking, four-legged, red, with really brilliant plumage, colorful plumage, beaks that have large hooks, and these kind of tendrils that come off the top of the back of them that raise and lower depending on their mood. You know, they're almost like antenna, but not really. They don't function as antenna. They're just like little
Almost like
spindles.
plumage or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Very good. And you know they'll go down when they're frightened or angry. Go up when they're curious. And you stand there watching these giant birds, four-legged birds, walk around the stable, and up walks this man who has scars all on the side of his face,
This is not reassuring.
all down his neck.
Missing an eye.
It seems like one half of his body is kind of paralyzed. And he walks up and he goes,
Oh, God.
I'm Wazilio. Everybody calls me Wheeze.
I wonder why.
Lifetime of working with the Achaierai.
Did you find some docile ones for us?
Yes, I got some immature youngins.
Okay.
So the young ones have a better demeanor than the older ones.
Yeah, they won't have as much of a problem for you. They haven't found their home, so to speak. And they probably won't be as apt to rebel on you.
Are they smaller?
No, they're still quite large. How many did you say you wanted?
I think 3.
3 would be
Yes.
great.
3. All right, come with me. Now, I'll tell you. The Achaierai are intelligent, opinionated animals.
I'm worried about your voice.
You want some water?
Acting.
Yeah, buddy. You did it to yourself.
They're not for everybody. Not everyone is cut out to be an Achaierai.
Chai Rider.
A chai rider? I
Wow.
like that.
Jeff, are they technically beasts?
I think they're technically monstrosities, but let me double check.
Dang it.
Yeah, monstrosities.
Dang it.
All the candles are lit.
Oh.
Which means we get a force of good.
I wanted to talk to
Community.
Dang it.
That's a 1. So it is
Speak with
foresee.
monsters is would solve a lot of fighting.
But we also got some other force cards. There is a force of good for Fahima from Dresden Dark.
Oh, thanks, Dresden Dark.
There is a force of good, or 2 forces of good for Uggo from
Hey.
Hunter 818 and Dresden Dark.
Thanks, Hunter 818,
Please.
dressed in dark.
There you are.
We also got some love
Yay.
from Queso Gato, Ripped Cookie, Hail Yourself, FC, Sacers, and others. There's some I can't see because, Saber Gamer.
Saber gamer.
Yeah. Okay, what are your cards?
So mine sounds like the beginning of like a side quest. It's called Whitebeard's Astrolab. Whitebeard's Astrolab appears from the amulet, and when used along with the map, you can discover the location of Whitebeard's greatest treasure. You roll a d4. 1 is buried in the Bingle Cemetery, 2 beneath Castle Rum, 3 the sewers of Biverby, 4 locked in a vault in a bank in Turles.
What?
Yeah. So do I roll the d4 now?
This was submitted by a viewer, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it now.
Roll it now.
All right.
Roll it now.
So we also got another force of good from Henda 001 for Civ. So when you're done with that.
Cool. You guys can move on and I'll roll.
Mine is from Dresden Dark. It's called Lady Luck's Revenge, or A Lesson in Chaos.
Oops.
We got a 4?
Yes,
4.
4.
Ooh,
So unfortunately, it's
might
locked
be
in a vault in a bank in Turles.
that might be the hardest one.
So
So we gotta go to
the
church.
amulet flashes and blinks twice, and you have this sense that there is a treasure, Whitebeard's treasure, in a vault in Turles.
And of course, I get it.
An astrolabe is the A word that I couldn't
Yes.
think of
Yes.
like 2 episodes ago.
That's so
Everybody in the YouTube comments
Yes,
and
everybody got it
chats.
but me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Lady Luck approaches, dressed in stunning purple, holding 2 whirling dice in one palm. She is not smiling. So, they steal his tears, rob him of sleep, and then turn him into a human. Really? Who's the thief? She tosses Civ a die. Use this instead. Oh, and one for the card holder. You and Civ each get a single reroll.
Ooh.
There's a couple of cards this time that are just like dramatic
Very
interpretation.
poetic.
Yeah.
It's great. I love that.
Yeah.
Memory of the Warden, viewer submitted. Thank you, Hunter818. At the beginning of combat, you are incapacitated for 1 round by splitting headache, as memories from time as a warden bleed through. Well, that doesn't sound like a force of good until you read, for the rest of combat, gain 1d4 elemental damage based on the warden you embody.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So you get fire.
So you lose, you're incapacitated for a round, but then you gain 1d4 per round fire. Great. And then the other one is Ducktail from Dresden Dark. Viewer submitted. Was a polymorph spell cast on you? A ducktail sprouts from your backside. At the beginning of the next combat, your opponent must make a DC 13 will save, or you get a surprise extra basic melee attack against that enemy.
That's so funny.
With your ducktail, I'm
Tail.
assuming.
Yes, with the
I believe
ducktail.
you have to say woohoo.
I just did.
Henda 001 is the.
Hinda?
Yes. Henda.
Okay. Orc Dentures. You gain 2 orc-like tusks in your mouth. If you already have orc tusks, they double in size. If you make an intimidation check, you get a +2 bonus to it. If you make a persuasion check, take a -2 penalty. The tusks appear instantaneously and don't go away until you do either check. Yikes. Be careful not to bite your tongue. So now I have to talk like an orc?
If you want to. Now you have to.
Face
Now you have
tattoos
to.
and big
Yeah.
teeth.
All right, so you're standing in front of 3 majestic 15-foot tall Achaierai and a pretty broken man. He says, yes?
Do they like, I did your voice. Sorry. It's like it's contagious. It's like an accent. Do they like eye contact or no?
Yeah. They
Yeah?
like eye contact. You gotta be in control.
Okay.
So they like to be sort of intimidated? They like someone who's more dominant?
They are animals that serve primal, alpha.
Serve an alpha.
Yo, you don't want to be behind them, be in front of them. But we're gonna teach some of you how to drive the vardo if they're pulling it.
Okay.
Witches. Means you're gonna be behind them, so it's not gonna be easy. You gotta gain their trust. You gotta gain their loyalty.
Okay.
All right.
Do they, out of curiosity, do they understand any languages?
I believe they understand Infernal. I don't speak it. You won't need to.
Neither do I, but that helps me, actually.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay. Let's roll some animal handling checks, folks. So what proceeds now is an extended sequence of you climbing into this. What's the word I'm looking for? Not cave.
Arena?
Corral.
Yeah, corral. That's the word. Into this corral, and approaching these things. They are very dangerous, very large, bigger than any of you. But they're young. They're not as aggressive as the older ones are, and you are attempting to sort of control them. Now, what I would like is for you to determine as a group who's going to be driving the vardo, if it's going to be all of you, if it's going to be some of you, because that changes the type of requirements that you'll need for gaining the trust of the animals.
I actually have some experience with animals.
I'd like to ride one just because I'm slow.
I don't think we're riding them. I think we're just sitting in the wagon.
Yeah, these are not for riding. They're going to be pulling your. Think of them like oxen. They're called draft animals. Animals that are trained to be in harnesses and pulling a thing.
Weren't the flock riding them, though?
The flock were riding. They can be ridden. This is not what
They're being used.
what Wheeze is teaching you how to do. You can attempt to do that later if you want to ride them, but they are specifically being given to you to pull your vardo. So he is training you how to, have them be like Clydesdales, basically, pulling, or oxen, pulling your cart through
We may want to have more than one of us learn how to drive in case they're needed.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, yeah. I think, I mean, if they understand the language, I can also use the old noggin to talk to them. So, I mean, maybe I should be the third person.
Rude. Are you going to be able to intimidate them?
No, I understand that, yes. I realize I don't read as the most alpha of personalities.
I know you are very scary, but yeah, you don't.
No. It's all right. I don't take it personally.
I just want to say there's no way I'm going on this trip if I'm not one of the ones driving.
Yes, please.
All right, so we have one definite driver.
I think we're all going to need to learn how to do it.
Okay, that's going to take quite a bit longer and be more difficult.
Well, if one of us ends up not being very good at it, then that person can sit out and do something else.
All right, let's roll animal handling checks. Civ, you have advantage from Mana Hukumi, but it is blocked by Queso Gato.
Oh, no.
Fahima, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, but it is blocked by Queso Gato.
Queso Gato!
James, you have advantage from Master 89, but it is blocked by Queso Gato.
Gato!
And Uga, you have advantage from Omnipotent Otter. Lily, you have advantage from Dresden Dark.
Now
Thank
we
you,
know who
Queso
the
Gato.
favorites.
Just rolled an awesome.
Ooh, yeah, you
I'm gonna use my card to get
Proficient
your
in
results.
intimidation?
We're gonna do animal handling
Cool,
checks
great,
for now,
gotcha.
and we can try workarounds
just
if
didn't
that's
know if you
needed.
But I rolled pretty well too.
You got an awesome. It was
Yes.
confirmed. You confirmed it.
I'm gonna take it though.
Confirmed.
You're taking
I'm
it
gonna
from
take
him?
it. But,
Confirmed for a total of 22.
but you're getting a 15 from me.
Lily and Fahima.
What?
Lily,
Take my 20? Oh, well, now it's the 17.
Thank you, Icon C1.
Lily and Fahima are at -5 on this roll.
Why?
The malice from a chalice.
Well, but that means he gets a 10?
Well, he got a natural 20.
I know, but you're stealing his roll, right?
Right.
But you would apply
Yes.
your -5 before
So
you
I
steal
now
his
get a
roll.
2.
Oh, so it applies to my roll? Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minus 5.
Man.
Brutal! No, it's fine. I now get a 12.
When it comes to Achaierai,
And that is the end of
Wait.
each his own.
I want to help you.
All's fair.
I'm gonna use another card and re-roll that 10 for James.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Isn't it minus a 5 no matter what?
It is, yeah.
What?
Don't worry
I mean,
about it. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's, no, yeah.
Okay.
He still has a 15. I mean,
Or
it's
a 12. But
I mean, that's not a fail. at
no,
least.
it's not a fail. I mean, probably not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. They sound pretty vicious.
This is not, and if we're all trying to drive them, it is a higher DC than it would be to just
Have one.
be in their presence and not have them hate you. So, Sid, what did you get?
13.
Natural 20.
12.
16.
17.
Okay. So,
I used the
13.
Yeah. Oh, wow, you rolled.
Civ, you and James both take 6 points of damage as you're trying to train them. This is a long process. This is a long period of time that you are in this corral. Wizelio is attempting to, he's got a whip. He's barking out commands at you. He's not really using the whip, but he's sort of smacking the ground and trying to get them to listen to him. And as you guys are attempting to get closer to these creatures, a claw comes up and scratches you. A beak comes down and gets you some damage. However, Fahima,
Thank
you. Because the amulet flashed and blinked twice, it seemed like James was doing so great. But
I got this. No, I don't.
But then the Achaierai stopped looking at him and looked at you and just seems to have this uncanny connection with you. It is calm. And in fact, because you got a natural 20,
Go on.
you,
I love it.
my friend,
Thank you.
get to choose a feat for your Achaierai.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Achaierai feats.
Amazing.
So your Achaierai has so taken to your tutelage, to your taming of it. Your animal handling is so expert that you have an opportunity to give the Achaierai a feat, an extra ability. So you can summarize those and make a selection. Ugo and Lily, you both don't find as much success as Fahima did, but you're able to sort of see these animals and what they seem to want. You feel a sense of trust that you're developing over time with them as they lash out, and then you try to calm them, and you stay to the side as their feet shuffle, and you manage to actually place your hand on the back on their feathers, while Fahima is over in one corner, just like completely like nuzzling up against it, and it's so happy with her. And
Smoke loves fire.
These guys are getting like thrashed at and cut. Yeah, you both are kind of in the middle ground, tentatively gaining some trust with these animals, and you get a sense that they are warming to your presence, and you feel less danger coming from them, less sense of alarm, more sense of calm as you continue this process. Go ahead.
I'm choosing now.
Well, yes.
Okay. They're all so good.
Why don't you read a few out so that the audience can hear?
Yeah, one's Barding Master. It reduces damage from.
It allows you to put armor on them.
Yes. Yeah, it reduces non-magical damage from weapons. One is they require half as much food. You said they eat a lot, right? In the last episode.
That would be super useful.
Long Strider doubles the distance before acquiring rest or gaining exhaustion.
Also super useful.
Loyal, they'll follow direct. They'll follow commands.
Even while being attacked?
And Achaierai with intact smoke glands, which they all have.
Well, we're going to decide if you're going to take the smoke glands off or leave them on. But
We already decided we weren't going to do any smoke glands.
all right,
Yeah.
then that would be irrelevant. But the loyal feat allows you to keep them intact, and they will only secrete black smoke on command.
Ooh.
And the
Excrete.
Secrete.
Yep. Really?
Overrun is it can use its action or bonus action to attempt to overrun a creature. They make strength checks. They have advantage if this and that. If it wins, the target is knocked prone, and the mount moves through that creature's space and keeps moving the rest of its speed unimpeded.
So basically, it allows you, if you're in your vardo and you're going fast, you can literally run someone right over.
Like a charge attack.
Yeah.
And it can, if it's pulling cargo, which it will
kinda
be,
dope.
the cargo will slam into the target, resulting in damage. 1d6 per 10 feet of the cargo being pulled.
Wow.
And then the last one is called Toughness. Its hit point maximum is increased by an additional 2 hit points for each hit die it possesses. That's a lot of good choices.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good choices.
So you can keep thinking about that. We're going to do another round of animal handling checks.
Kind of like the speed.
This is Civ, advantage from Mythos 6960, blocked by Queso Gato.
Oh!
Fahima, advantage from Mickey Wolf 19, blocked by Queso Gato.
Wow.
Oh my
James,
God.
advantage from Z-Man 9018. I'll go straight roll.
Wow.
Lily, advantage from Emperor Bud Patine.
Thank you, Z-Man.
Queso, why do you hate me?
Another animal handling?
Yes.
Oh, that's better. I
Civ.
got a 18.
Okay.
18.
12.
Dirty 20.
19.
All right, so James, you take 6 points of damage.
I think
again.
I've got it this time. Oh!
Oh, I wish I could heal you.
It's okay.
The rest of you are managing to gain more of the trust of these animals. Your Civ, as you took damage from a claw attack, you steadied yourself and you came back at it with a confidence and a calm that seems to have garnered respect from the animal.
Do I know what I did that angered it? Or are they just naturally angry birds?
They are naturally distrustful, angry birds. These are birds that have been domesticated in this particular region of Ain, but are by their very nature savage beasts. These
So
are
it's almost like a wolf.
yeah, or taming a bull.
Or
You know what I mean? Or like
taming an ostrich.
an ostrich is another example. You know, or a wild stallion or something. You know, these are creatures that by their nature are going to lash out and defend themselves and be angry. And you know, you're lucky they don't have their smoke sacks
course.
because
Then they'd be shooting
there's a
poison everywhere.
guy who talks like this for a reason.
Right.
After like getting hit a second time, I'm leaving the corral. I'm like, I'll let you all handle this. Yes, I can take a hint. You look like you're doing great.
So
You tried hard, James.
No, thank you.
there'll be a third round. Ugo, if you want to change tactic and try to intimidate them,
Well, especially when he says that they respond well to it.
they do. But as you've been going,
Yeah.
you know, you have kind of developed a level of trust, or at least seem to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the one that I'm gaining trust with. It
Okay.
would be more to the ones that are attacking him or Civ, where I would be like, "Arr!"
Okay.
that kind of thing. You
Sure.
know, I think in this case, Ugg was probably pretty. I didn't take animal handling because I didn't think we would ever use it. That's why. That's why I didn't take it. But
I took it.
it's one of those where alpha.
Sure, yeah, no,
type
I'm
orcs are
perfectly
alpha
willing
type
for you
characters.
to. I just want you to before you roll it.
For sure.
I'm perfectly willing for you to take this tact. I want you to know it will change your relationship with the animal. And you've been going,
Right.
and it may change it for the better, but it will
Right, but still.
cease being trustful and more being
scared.
scared
Right.
and respectful.
Yeah,
Submissive,
and Uggo has learned that thanks to Lily, has learned that applying a little sugar is far better than applying vinegar.
I mean, that is
So
absolutely.
then I'll stick with, decide it being a smaller one, I'll stick with animal.
Okay, so the sun is continuing to set on this stable. Things are getting darker, and the birds actually, in the darkness, kind of feel. You sense a little calm with them. For some reason, when night comes, they are even more serene and in their own element. They like obscured vision. I mean, they have the ability to see through the dark.
Are they nocturnal?
They are not nocturnal per se. They just enjoy a feeling of obscured vision around them. And, Wizelio explains to you that this is one of the reasons that they have been valued by Winkburgh and by tradespeople all over Ain, because they can go through the night, they can move for long hours, they can carry very, very heavy, large amounts of cargo. These are giant birds with 4 legs.
I'm gonna turn to Wizelio. Have you tried blinders?
Oh,
Forgot.
we abandoned blinders.
Really?
It would anger them.
Even though they like it when they can't see.
Focusing forward in the light made them mad. Like your tusks.
Maybe you could try intimidation.
I could actually.
While they're still going, I'm going to start. I'm literally like sitting over there, starting a short rest.
Yeah, you're just like,
You guys go. Open my book. Doing great.
you're the mom at Disneyland who's like, I'm gonna sit out a few of the rides.
Be careful, honeys.
Eating
Yeah,
orange slices.
Okay, the 4 of you, another round of animal handling, unless you'd prefer intimidation.
Oh man. And he's like whipping the ground and stuff. He's using.
He is. I mean, he's keeping them at bay and encouraging you guys to move up and generate some connection. The idea here is that these are young animals that can imprint a feeling on you, and he's trying to do this in a very quick manner because he knows you need to get on the road. Yeah. But hopefully, what'll happen as you show a level of confidence, a level of care, whatever your tact is, the idea it would be to try to get a connection with the animals and allow them, or have them allow you to actually command them and pull the vardo.
So we're not actually like breaking these.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not so much
really,
breaking as it is, connecting with these animals so they'll follow your commands and your direction.
But it doesn't feel like we're dominating them.
No, not so much. I mean, they will respond in a certain way to being to a strong presence.
But being assertive isn't the same as saying I'm your master.
Right. But both things are viable tacts to take.
Well, I think I'm just gonna stick with what we've been doing, which is being assertive.
So the 4 of you roll animal handling. Civ, you have advantage from Angel Devilson. Disadvantage from Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Behema, you have advantage from Mickey Wolf 19. Countered by Queso Gato. Who else?
My God.
James is not rolling.
Nope.
Ugo, you have advantage from Twinsen. Countered by Queso Gato.
I was on your side!
And Lily, you have advantage from Emperor Bud.
Okay, so Queso loves Lily and Civ.
I got.
No, he got it too.
But from
Queso
somebody
loves
else.
Lily.
Oh my gosh.
We all do.
I didn't roll well, even with advantage. I'm gonna use mischievous tactics
Rules tonight.
tonight, which was the card I got to roll in the box. I have a 16, so it'll be an 18.
Get it.
Cool. So that was the value you rolled last week.
Yep.
Nice.
Civ, what was your number?
This time around, I got an 11.
You can reroll if you want. That card?
No, I can't.
With my Civ card, you can, if you want.
Oh, sure. Why not? Reroll any roll?
Yeah, we just get a reroll.
Oh, sweet.
I got 23.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Okay.
use it.
Hey!
Oh, there we go. 19. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
All
you
right.
to Dress in Dark.
Yeah.
Woot.
16.
16 and yours was 18.
18.
All right. As night sets on this, and you guys are all sweaty and tired, and it's fatiguing working with these animals. James in the corner, like just watching it all, taking it all in. You know, you got a 23. Yeah. So
Just massaging his hand.
I will allow you a second feat.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's good because I heard we liked Long Strider, but I also liked Overrun. Question: this one where we can give them armor, is that armor we would have to purchase?
Yes.
Okay, we don't have a lot of gold left.
I would also, he mentioned that loyalty means we don't have to remove the smoke glands, which removing a smoke gland is probably very painful and destructive to these
Yeah,
creatures.
that might be nice.
As he-
And it only goes off
Keep the smoke land.
if we tell it to.
Oh, I see. For the loyal one.
Yeah.
I thought we decided we were going to remove
We
it.
did, but now.
Oh,
we
you're
have-
saying now we
because
don't
were
have
told
to.
it was dangerous.
Because we already said it was
Since
possibly painful for them.
Yeah.
Good
Also,
point.
Algo might be, Fahima, you don't want to hurt these things. So
No, I don't.
Maybe we should.
But I don't think we have enough gold to buy them armor.
We'll just boil.
Game mechanics wise,
Do loyalty and something
do
else.
all of the Achaierai get the 2 that she's choosing
Correct.
through
Nice.
her,
Yes.
or all of us?
We're gonna allow that the pack has that cumulatively. So basically, you're gonna be working with them as interchangeable engines for your.
So no matter who's running the cart, we get these on.
These will be now a feat that will be applied to these creatures in this moment. So
Got
they
it.
will have it going forward.
And speed
Is their
sounds
black
nice.
cloud the only attack they have?
No, they have quite a number of attacks.
Well, I got
Oh, okay.
claw and
So this,
Claw and a beak.
So the overrun adds that the extra attacks to their attacks they have organically.
Well, their attacks would be as any other animal would be attacking. You know, you would have an action and a movement. They would be hindered in all of that because they would, if they're attached, harnessed to pulling your vardo. The overrun allows you to literally just stay in the vardo, tell them to go faster, and run someone over.
Okay, man, I like that one so much, but I feel like we'll do the loyal and long strider.
Nice.
So Longstrider allows double the distance before they need a rest or gain exhaustion.
Awesome.
And Loyal allows them to take damage and still listen to your commands. And also, so now we'll play with things because of these feats. If you want to have them have intact smoke glands, then we will allow that to happen.
Yeah.
That's why we wanted to do loyal. So
I
we
understand.
could-
So, I mean, you had been going through this experience under the assumption that they didn't have them. We'll say they did have them, and we'll say that Wizario's tutelage, you know, and just maintaining the whipping on the ground prevented them, disoriented them enough that they didn't actually let that out while you were training them. But now you guys have actually created this bond with these creatures, at least 4 of the 5 of you have. They
We'll get
still,
there.
I'm fine keeping my distance. It's fine.
and in fact, you know, I think the 4 of you would be able to interchange driving in the driver's seat of the Vardo. James, you will not have that ability to drive.
More
and,
time for me to read.
And they probably won't. Yeah, they probably won't listen to your commands per se. But you know, maybe you'll generate a relationship by talking to them in their head. We shall see.
It's worked so
He can
well
just
for me.
control their
everyone.
minds. He doesn't need to be able to talk to them.
Right.
Not yet. Give me time.
Okay, so we have you completed this. Wizario says, "I'm proud of you. These are not easy creatures. They seem to have taken to you, especially you."
They are beautiful creatures.
He has a way with birds.
Smoke loves fire.
Smoke
Does-
loves fire. Well, we will have them. We will feed them tonight, board them, and when you're ready to leave town, we'll hitch them to your Vardo and
they'll be yours forever. I encourage you to name them as they appreciate that.
What?
We're not very good with names.
I have one.
What?
Land size.
Land size?
Yeah.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
good.
Land size. Yeah.
Land thighs.
Also,
You like it?
I do like
Is
that.
that from the amulet?
Yes.
Oh, God.
You sure Lily didn't do it?
I don't know.
She did this.
I didn't do that.
This is a crab on my face. Who else would have done
It
it?
does look like Carla. It looks like a Carla helmet.
See? More evidence that she did it.
Well, I have a question about the Achaierai.
Yes.
So I assume that we'll have provisions for them, but they do eat quite a lot. So
Yes.
will we need to acquire food for them as we go?
I would think so, yeah. We'll equip you with about a week's rations. It's about as much as we can fit in Vardo now.
And how do we go about doing that?
The same way you feed yourself, I imagine.
What do
Hunt.
they eat?
They eat anything. They're omnivores.
Right, remember
I
the
can
meat and
relate.
vegetables, yeah.
Do they prefer meat or veggies?
Always prefer meat, but they'll eat anything. Grains, rations, what
Monster?
have you.
Would they eat monsters?
I never fed him a monster.
Okay.
Can't wait.
I'm sure we'll be able to find plenty of food for them to eat.
Yeah, like monsters.
And what is their natural habitat? Should we be unable to keep them as our wards upon reaching our destination?
Oh, well, we get lots of them around here in the forests. But I don't know where they come from originally.
Good to know.
So would it be okay to release them back into the forest?
Perhaps, but these ones have really made a connection with you. I'm sure they would be reluctant.
Ah.
As I said, we gave you young ones so they didn't have a connection to home, so they were willing to go with you.
Okay, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it then.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You did good. These are not easy creatures. They're not for everybody.
Is it nighttime-ish?
Obviously.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I might be able to stay the night here? Sleep in the
stable?
stables? And a loft or something?
Oh.
I just sort of feel more at home here.
If you prefer that, I don't see any reason why not. You're the guests of the Duke.
And these stables are quite comfortable.
If you say so. I prefer a bed.
She really likes being around animals.
I like the smell.
Fair enough.
Do you drink?
I do this for a living. Of course I drink.
Let's go get a drink.
Yeah, we should get a drink.
Let's make Jeff talk like that as long.
Let's go discuss our past in detail.
Well, I think we should probably make a plan for the morning. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Wheezy.
Wheeze, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
Are we going back to the Wink and the Smile, or are we sleeping here? Were we offered
I thought we
rooms?
were going to stay here.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember if we were offered rooms or not. But yes, sure.
Oh, I thought we were going to get a drink.
Well, yeah, we can drink here.
This
Oh,
is
that makes
very
sense.
odd.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to you and the tattoo. Is that permanent?
Is it permanent?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
I still think it was you.
I think I need a drink.
You seem to be handling it very well.
I can't see it, so.
Okay.
Oh,
got
here's
it.
a mirror.
Oh, wow, that is.
It's clearly Carla.
It's a look. It's a real look.
I forget sometimes how ugly I am.
No, it's quite becoming.
Oh,
What?
you're not
For
allowed
the
to
sake
say
of
that.
time,
But
I
look.
still have.
Is
I still
ugly a
have
good
some
thing?
Bingle rum.
Yeah.
I'll just pour some rum into some cups, and we'll just have a drink with him right there.
Okay.
To kind of camaraderie.
Yeah, as the night
Whatever the word is. Hey, I can make up words too.
a verb, yeah,
Phasmagoria, whatever it was.
So you guys, you're here in the stables, and night darkens the sky. The stars come out, and you all kind of pull up a hay bale, and you sit back with this guy who's kind of, a little paralyzed and a little scraped up, and you cheers, and you're sitting there, and these animals are clucking, and they're moving around, and they look at you, and you see a sense of trust. They're looking at you differently than they did when you first got here. And The night's full of stars, and your path seems wide open. And that's where we're gonna take our break.
Yeah.
Sitting there, enjoying a drink as the
It's hard to drink with tusks.
You're drooling. You're drooling.
More
so-
off to the side.
Yeah.
Cider mouth a little
We
bit.
get you a straw.
Or you just choke. Like, yeah.
All right, so
Very odd.
tried to create a nice little scene there. And then
No, you don't.
we will be back after intermission. Lord Araban's going to take care of you and entertain you. Please be gentle to him. He's a nice illithid. We'll be back in a few short minutes. See you soon.
No, no, on the toe. Rub it on the front of the toe. Milo, forget it. Scratch it. I'm on. We're on. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yes. Fear not, watchers. Our campaign will continue after a brief intermission. Right now, it's time for us to enjoy each other's company. Jedi Prince, I'm not going to say this another time. Everyone, including yourself, watch your step and do not, I repeat please, do not touch the bowl. It's not for you. It's not for you. Don't, please. Angel Deviliason, voila, like that name. Eraban, your message has been the highlight of my life. Messages have been the highlight of my life. Night. Well, Angel Devilson. I can't! Whoa! Whew. Oh, that one punctured my left. Oh, my eyeball. Is it punctured? Milo, look at my eyes. Does one of them appear to be leaking fluids? Because it feels like it. Goodness gracious, let me know what that is. Who touched it? Who touched it? Oh, it was a dream blaze. Dream blaze, why don't you come down here to the dungeon and say that to my face? I mean, you didn't really say anything. Well, you have. You've spoken things through texts. But I mean, why don't you come down here and touch the bowl yourself so that I can use my psionic powers and demolish you? Ah! Sticky shoes. Why did I just say that? I don't even know words anymore. So what if we just smash the bowl, says Mr. Bismarck. Oh, great name, by the way. Why don't you try to smash it? Calyx? Yeah. I have! Many times! It's magical! And if it wasn't so flapping magical, it would be broken! And Milo would be gone from here. I would love it if he just left! No, Milo, seriously, though. You don't have to continue rubbing it on. It's in the skin, you see? Right. He's just putting a little cortisone on my big toe on my left because I stubbed it. Oh, how's Amy? I don't know who you're talking about. Never heard of this person called Amy Volpa. I mean, never. Do I... what? No. Queso, no, Queso. What do you mean? 12 finger round ring of ball. What does that mean? What kind of jokes? Please don't do it. What is my favorite moment so far tonight, asks Lily Dumbled Stock Fan. To be honest with you, quite honest, I'll tell you. I liked the tattoo. Did you hear me? The tattoo. Yes, the tattoo. Am I saying it wrong? The tattoo. on the face of Ruggo. Ruggo's tattoo. Is that not right? Milo, why are you laughing? Why is that funny? Is it the way I'm saying the word? Tattoo? It's... Oh, tattoo. All right. Uggo's tattoo. Mike Tyson's Uggo. Oh, yes, because he's like Mike Tyson, the famed boxer of the 80s and 90s, who now has a face tattoo. Sorry. Of course I'm wise, Hobo Steve. I'm over 100 years old. What would you expect? Neato site? What have I just walked into? I don't know. You tell us. You tell us, Neato site. What did you just walk into? Soviet potato, good luck. Brain-flavored cookie for... Oh, is that really brain-flavored, or is it actual brains? Because I won't eat gluten. I'm on a gluten-free diet and have been for my entire life. Since you no longer have a hive mind, does that mean you are partly brain dead? Look here, Jedi Prince. I'm going to speak to you and you only. Do you understand? My tentacles will not move right now because I am going to use my psionic powers. Jedi Prince, don't ever speak about the hive mind again. Do you understand? Now that we have cleared that up, it's regular talk again. Oh, superlative. You know what I would like is for you to come down here to my address at 11111 Main Street in... Where are we again, Milo? Give me the city and state. Just give me the city and state, Milo! All right, I don't know the city and state offhand. We'll have to look that one up. But I do know that the zip code is 90045. Baby, oh my, yeah. I'm on again, I'm on again, I'm on again, I'm on again. What the hell is going on? Did I just wake up? What kind of a dream was that? I dreamed that I was living in a dungeon, sitting on a throne for months at a time, in a green throne, with a tiny little minion monster named Milo, and it's this life! Wait a second, I wasn't dreaming. Oh, no. What does that sound like? What is that like? Milo, can you tell me what that sounds like to you? Oh, that's right. Your farts. Yes, please stop it, would you? Unbelievable. I want to, Chicken Chaser. By the way, great name. Chicken Chaser. You know, sometimes these balls actually feel quite good. Really, quite good. You know, as a matter of fact, that last one, Queso Gato, otherwise known as Cheese Cat, I feel great. Look at me, feeling good. Not a care in the world. I'm lying. It hurts so bad. Oh, it's like the have you ever been stuck with needles that were infused with lava, that were lava that was also infused with lightning, that was also infused with poison, that was also infused with every other painful substance and thing and concept ever? That's what it feels like. So stop it. Please. Yes, Malorcus, That does sound like too much Taco Bell, especially eaten by one Milo the Stinky, as I like to call him. Okay. What sounds like childbirth? My screams? I would hope they sound worse than childbirth, because the experience is worse than childbirth, from what I've heard. Oh, Dreamlayers. How I wish I could just buy you dinner and treat you to a fancy dessert. And then get you an Uber to go home. That didn't make any sense. Why would I want to do that to someone that I wanted to harm? I wouldn't buy dinner and dessert and get the Uber for someone that was being insulting. How did I become a lord, AGM? How did I become a lord? I was born a lord, and will always be one. But that is of little consequence. What's most important, everyone, and I think we should say this out loud together. There are 7 unique digital items that could influence the game. Do you know what they are? Would you like to read them out with me? All right, Flavor Baby. I can't even say your name. Show love, our celebratory item. Send love to the team whenever you want. That's what those little balloons look like. They're so pretty. Or give the gift of advantage. The ability to roll 2 20-sided dice at once. That's the star. Or you could grant the gift of, not a gift really. It's a trap, honestly, but it's disadvantage. That's the red card. Soviet, yes, like that one. That was very sweet of you. The red card, which, believe me, Queso and his friends have given a few of those tonight. That's when you roll 2 20-sided dice and pick the lower of the 2. Queso got it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you harming the team? What did they ever do to you? You see what he just did? Or he, or she, or it, or what, or they. We try not to assume genders around here. God knows I don't have one. Queso Gato just gave a disadvantage to every single member of the team. Do you see that? That's rude and harmful and painful. After all, it is a choice. The last thing you could do... No, sorry, there's few more. You could also give a force of good. That's when you give a card that has a good thing on it to one of the players and they get good things out of it. The last thing you could do, and I do not recommend it, is give a force of evil card. FOGs. Bad, bad, bad. Oh yeah? Down with me, Mr. Bismarck or Mrs. Bismarck or whomever Bismarck you are. We'll see about that. Now, when you buy digital items, Mr. Got it. Very clear. When you buy digital items, please specify which player at the table it's for, or I will make the choice for you. And there's also IOUs, remember those, yes? Force of Evil, yes, FOE, Calcanus. Congratulations, you could spell. IOUs! We'll light a candle when you give one, and when the goal of 20 candles is reached, which we have done this evening, no thanks to Queso Gato, a force of good card will be awarded to a random member of the team. And then there is, yes, it's true, they exist in the menu, but they are not for sale anymore as the system is broken. The little bowl thing with the purple in it, it's no longer available. You see how it's crossed out a little bit? Don't buy it. It's bad. It's broken. It's serious. It's broken. It won't work anymore if you touch it or buy it. It's serious. Don't. It's broken. Yes, it's broken, Mikey. Please. Don't be a silly goose. Just heart-shaped, well, listen, heart-shaped balloons, chests, red cards if you must, IOUs, and advantages. Are we clear? You could even give a force of evil. I don't give a hoot. But the bulls are broken. Done. Let's all touch it at once, then we might destroy it for good. Could I get the creator of the show to come on the set, please, here and speak with me for a moment? Mr. Sir? Mr. Albrechtius? Mr. Albrechtius, if they were to, and by they I mean all of the people, were to all get a Milo's Bowl right now, I mean now, which would be about 500 trillion gold, because there are 900 billion people watching, if my math is correct. Would that break the bull? Yes or no? Going to check on that. He's saying it wouldn't break the bull. All right, don't do it then. No, don't anyone do it. It's not worth it. It won't break the bull, it's a waste. You're just going to hurt yourselves. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. Please. Everyone stop. Stop being silly. Stop being don't. Be love and compassion for all in the world. Let's all be one with, yes, love. Hello. Recite after me, everyone. I love my neighbor, and my neighbor loves me. Milo and I are lovely friends, and we will always love you and the rest of you, your friends. Okay? Look at this. Day of kindness. Henda, I agree. Come on. No. Love, remember? Look, think about the team, how great they are, and love how much they love you, and how much we all love each other. Yes, good. We're all relaxed now, thinking good thoughts and wondrous things. Love seeing you too. Yes, serving you as well. Dream Blaze, I love you too. Maybe you and I could be friends now and stop arguing. Calcanius, I love you as well, and Milo. Rogden, I love you as well, and everyone. Can we not... Oh my goodness! What the flapjacks are you thinking? Mickey Wolf 19. I was convinced we were friends. Oh my goodness. What on earth would you ever think that would be funny for? I am very lightheaded. Someone come in here. Someone come over to Lord Caravan. He's about to fall out of his chair. Seriously, I'm not joking. I might fall over. No, seriously. This is not going to be good. I might be feet up. Okay? Mr. Whisper, thank goodness I'm glued to this chair, because if I were not, I could promise you something right now. I would be on the ground, crying like a baby. But instead, I'm sitting in this damn chair, crying like a baby. The only friend I have in the world is Milo, and even he hates me. Do you know that he farts on my pillow every night before I go to bed? Every single night. And in some cases, he'll leave a little treat. I call them Milo biscuits. And they smell like half-dead Milo treats. They're really gross. Mickey Wolf, I just want to say that was funny, all right? I'm glad that you got the chance to test it. But I do also want you to know that the bundle of fibers that connects the two halves of the brain, in both your brains and mine, is also known as the corpus callosum. I think you've heard of it. Mine has been severed at this point from all of the bowl touching. So I'm pretty sure that there are two Lord Arabans living in my head right now. One that loves you, and one that detests you. And there's nothing I can do about it. So get used to that idea, folks, that I'm going to be both nice and both really mean. But I'm going to head over to the niceness part of myself and say the following. I want to thank you all, those of you that have shared the show tonight. If you have not, I ask you to please do so. Remember, I'll be joining you in your social conversation around the game. Now, it is time to rejoin our adventurers.
And we're back.
It's like magic.
Thank you, Lord Caravan, for taking care of all of us. I appreciate it. And thank you to all the folks showing us love. The Carson, Red Robin, Helicopter, Graham B23, and others. Those balloons, they are the best.
So
thank you
good,
so much.
so good.
So good, so good. Woo. All right, so we had a night of sort of blowing off steam a little bit after a rough day on the dusty animal training.
The Achaierai rings?
Yeah, Achaierai, you know. There was some comical attempting at drinking with little Tusky over here, but it was a night of rest. It was a night as the stars go down, and so all of you share a drink and share a drink with Wheeze, and he says, "Wow, I'm backing it in." Night.
Night, Wheeze.
Kind of
Night, thank you.
Thank
heads
you.
off. Thank you. And rest of you are free to.
As soon as he's out of earshot, do you guys think he snores?
What?
Why do you, what made you think of that? I wasn't thinking about it, to be honest.
Because the wheezing.
Okay.
Do you think it's hard to sleep like that?
Are you concerned about sleep apnea? Is that what you're asking?
No, I'm concerned about what if it happens to one of us.
Oh, well, he's had prolonged exposure.
The stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well,
I feel like-
I've bonded with him enough that I think I can potentially control that.
Well,
Even if they get scared?
Yeah, I think so.
excellent.
You're really good at animals, Shahina.
I try.
All right.
Achaierai. Sorry.
Achaierai.
Ba-dum-bum.
How long does your tusks last?
Until I intimidate something or persuade something. That's why I was
really should have intimidated that Achaierai.
That's why I was probably do, but I didn't want to be mean to the birds.
Yeah.
You know, rough few days on the trail. All right. So you're staying in the stables to sleep.
I am going to stay with her because I don't feel comfortable sleeping inside of the Duke's palisade anyways.
Okay.
So.
Why is that?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
So you're joining me?
Yeah.
Why'd you word it that way?
I do. I don't like. I don't like wealthy people or aristocracy.
Just as a rule, or did something happen?
That's kind of a long story.
Well, we're having a slumber party tonight, so maybe you can tell me.
As long as we get more rum
Okay, sure.
or whatever they drink here.
Yeah.
Seems like it hasn't been much for a while.
In terms of our headed north, I'll go. It occurs to me that we're sort of heading a direction you've already come, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any sort of preference as to the way we get up there or down there? I mean, I can pull out a map.
Let's pull out a map.
Oh,
If
does he have a
we're
map?
heading up along the coast to Bitherby,
Oh, that
I
map.
mean, this map right here.
this map,
Ooh.
ta-da! Thank you.
Can we all imagine in our heads? It unfurls.
Don't we still have a card?
I
that
cast
allows
minor
us to, like-
illusion of the map.
Ah, yes, fantastic.
So,
Prestidigitation to make like little dots on it.
Yeah.
you are in Winkburgh.
Yes.
You looked through the telescope in the Mage's Tower and saw
Those are the Nelrim Mountains right there?
Nelrim Mountains.
Got it.
And Sky Scorcher Peak.
Oh, it's quite south.
Yeah, I mean, it's north of you, where you are
Oh,
now.
that's quite close. Okay.
This is Thorn, where Uggo is from.
Right.
You said these mountain ranges are the ones that the orcs and the dwarves fight over.
Correct, Nelrim Mountains, yes. So these are Dwarven lands, Daltothum and Vimdor.
Got it.
Ukdun and Thorn are the Orcish lands.
Is this the way that you came across the western side of the Nelrim Mountains?
Where did we start?
We
You
started
started in
at
Kippleton. You would have come south through Colsey and the farmlands of Colsey.
Right, I probably.
And you would have gone down and around the mountains this way.
Yeah.
We could head towards
What is that?
Kippleton. That's kind of.
This is Biverby.
Yeah, so I would have gone near Biverby, I
Yeah,
guess.
you may have even stopped there on your way.
Biverby, I came down on this side of the mountains.
What sort of I don't know. Was it a fairly peaceful journey?
Was, yeah.
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 And Colsey is think of it like Tuscany.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, golden,
Sounds nice.
lots of farming, lots of, these are people that enjoy the luxuries of life. These are
Easy for Uggo to find work.
big,
lift heavy
flat,
things.
and, large acreage, that kind of thing.
Did you walk all the way from Thorn?
Yes.
Whoa. How long did that take?
Good lord.
I did not keep track.
What time of year is it? What's the season?
You are in fall,
Okay.
autumn,
So is it gonna get colder as we go up in elevation to the mountains?
for sure.
For sure.
If you go into the mountains, it will certainly get colder. As you head north, it's usually pretty temperate into late in the seasons in Colsey. This side of the mountains would be possibly a little harsher, but it's still early enough in the year that you won't hit real winter for several weeks.
If we head the other way, if we head towards, the idea of going back to Kippleton is interesting, actually. I don't know, just out of curiosity, but it's sort of out of the way.
I think we should go directly.
To Sky Scorcher? Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, we probably should.
We also might want to be careful. Well, I might want to be careful when in mountains.
Because of the dwarves.
Yeah,
Right.
there's going to be problems.
Well, hopefully when they see you with us,
We could just disguise you
or
Like you?
to look like a big human.
we could do that.
Lily, you
Really?
have makeup, don't you?
I have
Yeah.
lots of makeup. Oh, you also could just stay in the trailer.
Could also stay in the bag of holding.
I'm just afraid you won't be able to breathe. That's all.
But how do you know?
We could do a test.
Yes.
Yeah?
Experiment.
All right.
In the pursuit of knowledge, I can't disagree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mummy.
Well, I suppose let's all do it at least while we're standing here.
I mean, I'm the easiest to put in there.
Uggo really wants.
I want to be first.
Okay.
All right.
Just be
go
careful.
late.
Don't take off any sharp objects. You don't want to damage the bag in any way.
You can hurt it from inside?
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I actually don't think so. I think you can put anything in there.
I'm gonna take out my rope and start tying it around his waist.
Okay.
So that we have some kind of lifeline.
Yeah.
If he can't
I
climb
love
his way out.
This is sort of crazy, but here we
Okay.
go.
I would
ready?
hold your breath just in case.
Yes, good
There's
idea.
no air in there?
I don't know.
No.
This is gonna be great.
Let's make a deal. One party member in the bag of holding and then bedtime.
Sure.
Are you saying I can sleep in there?
No, I'm saying we can try it out, but then we should get a good night's sleep.
Do you just want a sleeping bag? Would that settle all of this?
Are there bag of holding sleeping bags?
It's a bag of holding sleeping bag minus the holding.
And the extra dimension.
It's just a large Uggo-sized
Trying to open it
bag.
up as far as I can go.
All right, yeah.
I'll help.
All right, so you guys are holding open the bag of holding that you purchased.
Feet first, Uggo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off the maul because it has a sharp end on it.
Yeah.
And they have warned me that sharp stuff should not go in there. Yeah, I will also take off the. Yeah, I basically get down to my skivvies.
I love it.
How big
He's in
is
his
he?
bathing suit.
How big is the bag of holding?
I mean, it's large enough that he could step into it. It's
Oh,
you know,
okay.
it's got. I would say it's a 5 foot. You could.
It's like a knapsack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
It's like a
than 5
it's like
feet
a
around.
garbage bag.
My perception
yeah.
of size is way off tonight. Like, everyone's huge and tiny.
I'm always terrible about that. But think of it like stepping into a Glad garbage bag or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're huge
So-
though.
So 2 tugs, we pull you out. 1 tug, we leave you in.
Okay.
Oh, how
Okay.
about we just pull him out anyway in 30 seconds?
Yeah, you're only gonna get a little bit in there.
Okay, get in.
Okay.
Feet first.
Okay.
All right.
James is hanging back and sipping rum.
And yeah, as soon as I step in it,
Pinkies up.
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so you step 1 foot, look back, step the second. What? Come with me.
What?
Oh no!
What lives inside our bag of holding?
I don't know, because we haven't put anything in there yet.
Yeah, and we didn't test it with anything else we put in there.
The things you don't inspect.
So you step inside. It's dark in here.
Is there air? No. Can't breathe, right? Whoa. Yeah, man, I guess I'll start like, okay. You know what I mean? Like holding breath, and I can do that for a fairly long time.
you can.
I'm highly constitutional.
You got a big old barrel chest.
Big old barrel chest. But it's literally just like, oh.
You guys haven't put anything in here.
Yeah, right. There's nothing in here,
Nothing
right?
in here.
Yeah, so it's just a black, empty
black,
space
empty
where
space.
it's like, it feels infinite. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, Uggo is just, he's doing everything he can't when everyone else is looking.
Okay.
Like, look at me, my name is James. I like to cast spells in this darkness. And
You feel a pull on your stomach. And you guys pull him out after 30 seconds.
I'm glad that was
And I'll go, as you're pulling him out, I'll go, my name is like a Scalage, and I could just cuss it. Hi.
Are you all right?
You're right. You can't breathe in there. There is no air. But it goes on forever.
Really?
I walked a long time.
Did you see anything inside there, like stuff?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It is black.
How long do you think you were in there?
Uggo?
Yeah.
You went real silent.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to make sure you're still okay.
I don't know.
Just give us-
20 days?
What?
No.
I mean, when there's not, it's hard to tell.
You held your breath for 20 days, Uggo.
Do I believe him?
You're all inside if you want. You
guess I
have
can't do that, huh? I don't
advantage
know.
from Batara Stormblade, but it's blocked by Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1.
That's a 17.
Uggo doesn't have any, you can sense that he doesn't seem to have any sense of like how much time had
Between
gone by.
30 seconds and 20 days? Oh, come on.
I mean, for him, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about like how.
He's disheveled.
Right, it was more of an
Yeah.
experience.
Maybe, I don't know, 2 hours, 20, I don't know.
So didn't
Did you sleep at all?
No.
Okay. All right, that's narrowing it down.
you came out saying squelch? I don't think we should skim over that.
What was that? Were you having fun?
Yes!
You were making a funny voice.
Yeah.
That's the first question you ask when he says the name Squalace?
But no, but he was making a funny, like, Squalace voice.
Yes, that's what I was doing.
It sort of seemed like what you were doing.
That doesn't seem. That pings to you as not true. As maybe not the whole truth.
Did you see something in there?
Black.
I'll go.
Black like
Like the darkness? that
the
you
darkness.
have?
You can just say it.
Black
I don't want to say it.
Black like his darkness?
Yeah.
No, was it the same? Not the same. No.
Just
no,
emptiness.
that one's cold. His is cold and like lots of whispers
Why were you
and
saying
like
Squalace?
anger.
I'll go.
Yeah.
You were in there for, in your mind, possibly 20 days.
I don't know how much
Well,
time.
I'm not done. What did you do for 20 days?
I spent a lot of alone time.
Some quality hugger time.
What did you do during that alone time?
What do you do during your alone time?
I sang songs.
Did that?
Right. You sang songs?
No.
I'll go, what are you hiding from us?
I'll go. Look into my eyes.
Yeah. I made fun of James.
All right.
Made fun of James to whom?
Myself.
What do you mean?
That's fine.
Why?
Because you were surrounded by darkness.
Because
huh?
it was a
Yeah.
Makes
How did
sense.
it feel to make fun of him?
Good. Better than his darkness.
Oh,
That's fair.
Yeah, don't go in his darkness.
Well, I suppose it's healthy to let off a little steam.
well, I guess we all know.
Who's next?
We made a deal.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
One party member before bedtime.
Not to get slightly darker, but while we've got the bag of holding open, I pull out the skin-covered book.
Oh, right.
I think this should go in there in
Yeah,
case
the-
anyone's keeping an eye
The
on it.
dragon scale too.
Oh, and the dragon scale, yes.
I thought we didn't already put that in there.
I don't know if we did.
I haven't put anything in there yet.
Yeah, I
unless
don't
you guys
think so.
told me to.
There wasn't anything in there when Nugga went in.
Yeah, there was nothing in
Yes,
there.
if I thought we already did, so we should definitely put the.
So I pull out the spell book. Yeah, save. Yeah, put that in there.
Into the bag.
Yes.
You drop it in.
And the scale? Who is that?
The dragon
do.
scale.
Yeah.
I'll go, Dusty.
There you go.
Yes.
All right.
Anything else that should go in there?
Let me see here.
Anything that we're not wanting others to find?
Well, my harpy teeth and talons and copru tail and talons are getting a bit smelly, so if I could put those in there.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Sure.
Yes.
Oh, I was also thinking we could get some extra food for the Achaierai.
There might be storage
that in
for
there.
it in the Vardo, though. That's a good idea.
Right. Just that way it wouldn't weigh us down.
That's true. We might want to be careful. I don't know how it works exactly, but not making it like a junk drawer of our stuff.
It's a good idea.
Yes, organization is key.
Yeah.
As I understand it, it's
There
like-
are no shelves in there.
right.
Yeah.
It's
and
sort
it
of
goes
like,
on forever, and we have to dig through to find the dragon
Right.
scale.
I'm gonna
and-
experiment with it. I'm gonna reach my hand in and think dragon scale, and then grab onto something and pull it out.
And you pull out the dragon scale.
And then I put it back in, and then I won't think of anything, or I'll try to clear my mind and just reach around and grab for something and pull it out.
And you pull out some bits of harpy.
Okay. Okay. So it's either random, or if I think about it, then that's the thing. Okay. Great. That's what I
very
was hoping.
handy. Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know that may have seemed silly to all of you.
No?
A little silliness, yeah, is probably needed from time to time.
There's a lot of things that I have experienced that I have no control over. This I have control over. Made me feel better.
Hey, if it helps your mental health, that's important. You can always take that time.
Yeah.
Bedtime?
Yes, I think
All
so.
right.
Yes.
So you all find you're staying out here. You're staying out here. Are you guys
Yeah.
going in and getting
Ooh,
regular
are we all
bed?
staying out here?
Okay.
I was gonna stay here.
In the stables?
Yeah.
All right. In the spirit of camaraderie,
right.
you all sort of hang out with Fahima. You lay down in a bed of hay and straw. Your Achaierai, you see them sort of squinch down on their four legs and curl up themselves, and they start to sleep as well.
Oh, nice.
Do they sleep standing up?
They do sleep standing up, but they're sort of hunched over and perched in almost like a ball form. But clearly they do need rest and they do need, they do need to sleep. So this is something you've learned about them, that they will need that on your journey.
I want to roll over, if I can, and whisper to Civ.
Yeah.
So, why don't you like rich people?
I extend my left arm and I have leather straps wrapping around them, and I slowly start to unwrap my arm. And as I finish the last strap, you notice that there's a bunch of old scars that look like cut marks all up and down my arm on the outside and on the inside.
And how did that happen?
I used to fight for money. Have you ever heard of scissor fighting?
Have I heard of scissor fighting?
Probably not. You can roll a history check if you want.
How far away from us are
You got
they?
advantage from Mickey Wolf 19 and disadvantage from Eagle Eye 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
Eagle Eye, you hate me too?
I can't imagine whispering with tusks in your mouth.
I know.
24.
24.
History?
History check?
Yeah.
You recall hearing something along those lines. It's not something you're super familiar with, but maybe a story here or two of a brutal form of fighting.
I've definitely heard of it, and not good things.
Right. Well, what we did as kids is we would either tie up our wrists or our ankles, and then they'd give us tiny little knives, and we would cut at each other. And I learned early on that if you use your arm, they'll cut your arm, and then you reach in and go for their neck or their throat, and then whoever gives up first gives up first.
And who was paying you for this?
Anybody that had enough money, I suppose.
So, wealthy people?
Yeah. Where I'm from, the rich run the city, and everyone else is garbage.
How old were you when this happened?
I was pretty young. I still remember their faces.
And why did you stop?
I guess I just, I got tired. I got really tired. And there was this girl, and she talked me into doing some pretty bad things. So I needed to get away, so I left.
Did you not have a mom or a dad to... I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wish I could mend what's been done.
Yeah, me too. I haven't told anybody this. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't say anything to anybody.
Of course. So when we met the Duke,
He reminded me of the people that were cruel to me.
it must have helped to find that they didn't. They weren't cruel.
Yeah. I hope the priest can convince him not to abandon his people anymore. Because otherwise there's gonna be kids like me that grow up doing what they have to do to survive.
Well, I'm glad you got out.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad I met all of you. I'm glad that I'm learning that I don't have to do that anymore.
You never have to do that again. Because now you have people who can take care of you and tell you that's not okay.
It's kind of all I'm good at, though.
What? Fighting?
Yeah, and stealing.
Well, you wrote me a birthday poem. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I like to write. I had to teach myself how to read, and it helped pass the time.
That's really impressive. You taught yourself how to read?
Yeah.
And you write poetry that beautiful? Siv, there's so much more to you than what you think. I'm shocked, quite frankly, because this whole time I've just thought you're this really cool, quite frankly, kind of, I don't know, really cool guy. And it's really surprising to me to hear that you think all you're good at is cutting people up.
I'm really good at it.
You are, but you're good at a lot of other things too. And hey, if you feel like that again, or if you get in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, I will slap you before I let you go down that path, all right?
All right.
We're here for you, and we always will be.
I hope so.
And scars do heal, eventually.
Oh, the one on my face doesn't seem to want to heal.
That's right. Well, if we can find a cure for endless shrinkage, we can heal a scar. And we can even heal the scars that are on the inside. I promise. You'll repay any debt you have. I know it.
Thanks.
Hey, Lily,
Yeah?
I've been thinking about something. I'm sorry. I wanted to mention it to you. You said something when we were with the salvage man during Night Drift in that song. That song about being friends.
Mm-hmm.
You said that I know how to lead.
Yes.
I found that very odd.
Why?
I don't think I'm what you think I am.
James, you lead us all the time. You snap us out of bad situations. You talk for the group. You know when to get upset and when it's appropriate, and you know when to apologize. Those are all signs of a good leader, wouldn't you say?
You know that morning, it was actually the next morning, when I woke up and I didn't have my powers anymore. Remember?
I'll never forget.
I have to confess something. That morning, one of the first things that I felt was relief. I thought maybe it was done. You know, I thought that had been my chapter. I thought I'd flown too close to the sun, and now it was over, and I could be done with it. I have a few good stories to tell, and I could go off to another library or a bookstore somewhere and happily alphabetize and categorize the rest of my life away.
Yes. I understand. James, when we were in the visions, those wardens, when they were learning that they had to become the wardens, that they had to sacrifice the life they had known to do what was right, do you think if they had realized maybe they didn't have to, they would have felt some relief?
think they would have. Right? But that does not mean that they were not destined to do great things and were not capable of doing great things. Powerful people still have feelings of wanting to be normal, probably more than anyone else, of wanting to not be responsible for everyone. And your relief shows that you are good and that you are meant to lead because you know what a responsibility it is.
How did you get so wise?
I don't know.
Do you know, I think about this sometimes. You're going to outlive the rest of us by like 3 or 4 times. How my mind boggles to think about what you're going to be like in 300 years.
I'll have some of my Grammy and me. When you live on Bingle, you get really good at seeing people and listening to them. And a lot of people go on vacation when they're, needing relief in some way.
I think you're the leader. So I'll just say that.
Well, I guess we can agree to disagree.
I guess so.
I'd like to pitch the leaderless 5. I go, anything else you need?
No.
Ugo's just dreaming of
Sleeping a happy sleep of a man who got some alone time.
Could be 8 hours, could be 5 years. He doesn't know.
It was alone time, and that's all it
There's
matters.
a flat circle, man. Yeah, that's right. All right, so night.
The most hilarious is just like these two people having these intense conversations and Ugo just in the middle.
Oh, that's exactly how that's the visual we got. So that was
Amazing.
Rolling this way, rolling that way.
There was a reason I didn't do that because I wanted to give the gravitas. In my head, I'm going, God, a snore would be great.
All right, so you all fall into a restful sleep that was earned from a day of hard work, and you wake up feeling rested and rejuvenated. And 2 guards walk up, eyes open as the dawn breaks over. You guys wake with the sun out here in the stable. Your birds are already up and moving around. 2 guards walk up, standing there as you guys look up.
Hello?
Good morning.
Your presence is required.
Okay.
Yeah, the Duke would like to see you. If you could come with us, please.
All right.
You could do it a little more gentle, Tim. All right, so
Thank you.
Bedside manner's not for everyone.
So you guys are guided, given some bread to eat along the way to kind of nourish you in the morning, guided. And clearly there has been preparations made for you as you walk back through the corridors of into the manor itself, through the hallways that you were led down to get into the stable area, back through into the main hallway, down the procession of tapestries into the big room that clearly the Duke is most comfortable in. And there's Preet, there are several guards, there is the Duke, and he's like, hey, welcome back, you made it, I'm so glad to see you.
You too.
I trust your accommodations were fitting.
Yes. Yes, very comfortable.
My men will do everything to make you comfortable. I want you guys to be happy in my presence. I apologize if the last time you saw me I was a little frazzled. Not every day you turn from a duck to a duke, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, Vardo. We're talking Vardo. My guys were up all night. Around the clock we were working to make sure this thing, you guys are gonna love this. You're gonna be so happy, okay? I wanna make your dreams come true. You made mine come true. I already told you, I got guards going back through the city trying to make things up. Oh, you, come here. I want to show you something. This is great. We've been working on this all night too. I couldn't sleep. I've been sleeping like a duck. No, I'm back. So I couldn't sleep. So look at this. Shows a parchment that's got, made up as a flyer of it says, party, and it's 2 weeks from today. the wink and the smile. You're invited. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. You're invited. And he's like, we're gonna put these all up all over Winkburgh. It's gonna be great.
There's no denying that you're invited on that.
Yeah, I was uncertain that people would be thinking it was for them. So I want to make sure, you know.
I think you really appeal to them, and anytime they second guess it, you've counterdicted.
Pre thought it was too much. I still think it's too much, Mike. But I say err on the side of too much.
Here's what I have to say about it. Once they know they're invited, they can stop reading. But it covers all bases,
I like you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you got your seal of approval, it's gonna go up all over the city. We're gonna make this party happen. We're gonna reestablish order. I'm gonna be the Duke again. It's gonna be great. But that's not why you're here. You wanna see flyers, you wanna see vardos. I got vardos! All right, okay. Preet, we ready with the vardo? Yes, my Duke, we've been ready all morning. You said we had to be ready at dawn's break. Yeah, I said at dawn's break.
And they did it.
All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. And he goes, okay, guys, you gotta come with me. We're walking, we're moving, everybody's happy. I love this part. I love making people happy. I love making deals, and I love making people happy. We're gonna start doing that again in Winkburgh, I promise you.
Good.
Okay, come with me. And all the guards are like, Preet is walking stoically behind. He leads you guys out a different exit. He's like, okay, back here, this is where they've been working, and we tried to take all of your suggestions. We tried to get everything that you wanted, because I want you guys to be happy. You're gonna be moving, you're gonna be traveling. And you know what? I'm a traveling man myself. You need comfort. You need something you like, you want, right? Okay, here we go. And he's just won't shut up, this guy. He's like, Preet's walking back behind. This is how the Duke has always been. Back to himself.
Nice to see him,
Very
excited.
caffeinated.
All right, he opens up the door. He's like, okay, we wanted to make it a little theatrical. So we got, remember the curtains? We put them up over here. It's gonna be nice. You're gonna like this.
Very nice.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Guys, pull the curtains. And they pull the curtains.
What? What's happening?
I think he's got
Got a map. Not a map?
He's got vardo.
Look at it! It is purple and wood.
Yay!
Oh my God.
It has handholds on the side.
Yeah.
Wow!
It says, wardens are bust on the back.
And it's got the arrow slits on the side.
Oh,
too.
yes.
Thin arrow slits for Civ.
Wow.
The
Down
top. I want to break it. Comes off. Inside, it sleeps 6. We've got places to read books. We've got a keg, because every vardo needs a keg.
Yes, it does.
We got sacks of food for the Achaierai.
Wow.
It has got a chest on the side.
Wow.
Everything
Weapons rack.
exactly as you required it.
Wow.
Exactly as you requested it.
Wow.
Incredible.
Dang.
It's very impressive.
The Vardo. It opens, it closes.
Turn it around.
Wardens
Oh, no, you're
bust.
good. You're
Small things are cute.
Right?
good. Yes.
Yes.
So this is what
love
you
it.
see. I'm gonna set it here.
Incredible.
This is what you see when the curtains open.
But our mini's
I hope it is what you wanted. We wanted to do it right.
It's very generous. Thank you.
Yes.
You see a bunch of very tired craftsmen who are like, we done Duke. Yeah, they like it. We're happy. Now, I want to ask you guys, is there anything else I can do? Because I understand you got a long travel ahead of you. Where are you going?
For the moment, we're headed north.
North.
Yes, to the mountains, to Nelrim.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's gonna be rough. I think you got your Achaierai, you trained him. I heard from Weiss. He's good people, that Weiss.
Seems it, yes.
Yeah, he told me you guys took to the birds like nobody's seen before, especially you.
Oh, well,
Said they love you.
I love them.
You're some kind of bird feed. You're like a bird whisperer.
Just look right into their eyes, like Lily said, and just whispered sweet nothing.
Yeah, I
into
don't like their
ears.
eyes. It creeps me out. But to each his own. I got guys for that. It's all right.
Do you have spare wheels, perhaps, if it's going to be a tough road?
We can get you a wheel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I make a very specific suggestion for myself?
of course.
Can you give me a book so I can learn to read?
A book?
Well, we have plenty of books.
I can learn to read. They teach me common
Like
to
a-
write
Like
common.
a phonics book?
I don't know what they're called. I
Uncle, we
just know
can do
that
that.
humans have them.
My Duke, if you may, I will handle this.
Oh, thank you.
Common is not my first language either. I will handle this for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You said it would be cold in the mountains. Do we need any extra blankets or?
I can get you blankets. You want blankets? We got blankets.
Certainly.
We got
Winter clothes. Winter clothes.
the clothes. And you see also brought in behind you a tiny little 2 foot tall Cornelia. She walks up. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see you guys come in last night. I slept in the chambers that were provided. I thought you would be here, but I was a little worried. I have to admit that you weren't bedding down in the provided arrangements.
We got very comfortable in the barn, so yes.
Well, my goodness, if I may, where are you headed next? I hear north, but what's the plan?
I mean, first question, are you going to be all right? Have you tried to cast a portal or anything?
Not yet. I thought a good night's sleep to rejuvenate myself would be the most wise, but
Good idea.
I intend to do so today.
Okay.
I think it would be best if we kept our destination elusive for now.
Yes.
So perhaps we can send you a message or something.
All right. Fair enough. Well,
Is there a way we can contact you if we need to?
my intention, if my portal works, is to return to Nightstone Abbey and seek solace with the scholar. So if you contact him, or you can cast sending to me, we can, either of us will be able to maintain contact.
Okay. In fact, I'll send a sending to Fesh right now,
Okay.
actually. Cornelia, on way to you, needs help. I'm not saying this out loud.
Yeah.
Going off of what Fahima said, which is a good idea. We're headed north to Sky Scorcher Peak, investigate possible warden location. Wish you well.
And as you cast that spell, your message moves into the ether and goes up and out of you. And there's a moment, and you wait, and you hear. Give Cornelia my best. She is welcome here. If headed to Sky Scorcher, know the only way in is with the dwarves. Daltotum. If going, meet a paladin, Dondo Kurigana. Find him. He may help.
You see me give Ogo a look. Like, uh-oh. But I'll wait to tell them that. Also, Duke, there was a question about extra healing potions, if you happen to have any on hand.
Yes, I inquired about this. Preet did some checking. I'm sorry to say that the alchemist that once lived here in Winkburgh has moved on, and I do not have the provisions that you require.
That's all right. Thank you. It's worth a shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You know, you give me 2-3 weeks, I could wrestle something up. We got plans to reconstitute the trade routes, but in a short notice like this, I can only do so much.
Well, perhaps sometime we'll be back and we can pick some up then.
I hope you can come back for the party. It's in 2 weeks at the Wink and the Smile. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
If we can make it, we will. We will.
I'll.
There's
one
no
more
way
thing.
we're gonna make it in 2 weeks.
Anything is possible. Anything.
If you talk to Persa Samuels, maybe just put in a good word for us. I think we left that.
Persons in Turles?
Yes.
Yes, my Duke. I thought they were the ones we asked for from Turles, but they were not. It was my mistake. You want me to put in a good word for you?
We left that city under a bit of a misunderstanding, and we were accused of some horrible crimes that we did not commit.
Oh.
And I hope that you can tell from your experience with us that we are not the people that they think we are.
Of course, you're good people. Yes,
if you happen, I'm not sure it'll be worth that much, but if you happen to...
My word is worth a lot, and especially when it comes to Turles. This is true. We have a long history of dealing with Turles, and we can perhaps send missive to them. I believe this may be of assistance to you.
Thank you very
That
much.
would be really nice.
Yeah, thank you for keeping me out of jail.
See to it. Preet. Yes, my Duke.
Well, I think we should hit the road pretty soon.
We should, yes.
Yeehaw!
All right. So, Cornelia.
What was the name of the paladin, by the way? Because with that Fesh voice, I did not understand it.
His name is Dondo Carigana.
Whew. Carigana. Great, thank you.
So you can have a Spanish accent.
Maybe. See.
Don't steal his thunder.
So you make your goodbyes. The Duke, in his typical effusive self, is,
Is he a two-kiss?
definitely to a kiss, a little hug that lasts a little too long. Yeah, he's
awkward.
he's
A little too firm, a little too long.
He's not, he's not whatever. Just stern handshake and a little terse bow, and you pack up your things, and they kind of leave you to your devices out here in the back section. You see Wheeze kind of bringing your Achaierai around.
I want to study him when he hooks up the Achaierai to the cart.
Yeah.
Because I want to see how he's doing the reins and the rigging.
Yeah.
If they break their reins, I want to be able to tie them back up again.
Okay, roll a perception check. You have advantage from Half-Blood Phoenix Fire, but it was countered by Queso Gato.
I actually finally have 10 hash marks on my Learn to Lose.
Oh.
It's not how you fall, but how you get back up again. Keep this card nearby and place a tick mark every time you fail a check or miss an attack. Accumulate 10 ticks, and the next thing you do automatically succeeds.
Okay.
So that goes off.
Automatically succeeds.
Yeah.
So you definitely spy the manner in which he's rigging the Achaierai, putting in their harnesses, hooking them up. It's a fairly complicated process, but you've been around knots, and it's not something that is too difficult for you to pick up, and you log it away in your mind as so. In fact, he's very much wants to show you how it's done, so that you guys have the ability to
Is this the old school kind of buggy where we're actually cracking a whip to get them to go, or do we actually use the reins?
You're using the reins.
Okay.
It's like a stagecoach.
Got it.
So you'll be up to 2 people sitting in the front. You'll go and they'll mosey on out. You indicated that you wanted to have a third Achaierai attached to the back as sort of a spare
tire,
spare oxen, spare tire. So they have done that as well. You have 3 in total.
Does he have verbal commands for them, or is it just?
It's more like clicking and indicating and getting them around.
Okay.
So there aren't actual verbal commands, but these are things that you can develop over time as you create your own relationship with them. And as they brought them out, they certainly were happy to see you, Fahima, and the whole group except for James. There seems to be an affinity for them. James, of course, as you pile into the vardo yourself, you sort of have to give them a wide berth and make sure that there's no...
I have no problem doing that.
No spooking of them. Also, as Preet and the guards and the Duke give you a little bit of space and let you pack up your things and be on your way, Cornelia, you see her start to conjure a portal, and it is a familiar sight, this thing that you've seen before, as the swirls of her hands turn into silver spindles, spindly things weaving in and out of the air, in and out of reality itself. And this circle, this oval, opens up and ripples of reality, and then it pops through as the spindles go through. The portal is 2 feet tall.
Okay.
As she is. And she looks at you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know that you are up to the task before you. We have the utmost faith in you. And anything we can do to be of assistance, please let us know. I regret nothing. And I wish you all the best.
We'll be in touch.
May the gods be with you. And she steps through, and it closes.
I regret nothing.
So, it is you, the 5 of you, your 3 Achaierai, your vardo built to spec, and the open road.
Yay.
Now, I would like you to tell me where we're going. So we've got 2 options. The Nelrim mountain range basically cuts the land in half. To get into Sky Scorcher Peak, as Fesh indicated.
Yeah, I'm basically like, because we're not singing out to everyone where we're going. I think I'll probably awaken mine to Fahima or whoever's controlling the Achaierai up front. It's like, head northeast, Dalto Thum is where we're going.
Well, Dalto Thum would be the way to get into Sky Scorcher Peak. You can go east. If you want to try to get to Thorn, you'd have to go around the mountains this way, or you can try to go into Dalto Thum through the mountains. That's.
Why would we have to go to Thorn?
Thorn
you were talking about going there.
It's where Torvald and Diptha and the Storm Warden.
Oh, for potentially after this?
Yes.
So we could get out easier?
I just want to give you have options to go anywhere you want. If you want to go to Kippleturn, you can go to Kippleturn. You have the open road ahead of you. You've got your Vardo. We are past the point of using portals for travel. Now you have complete freedom, and you will be you go where you go. Wow. But I want you to be clear with me. You either are going this side of the mountain range or this side of the mountain.
This is the moment of like Final Fantasy when you leave the city and you get onto the bigger map and then you can go wherever you want, but then there's random encounters.
It's a literal fork in the road.
Did you tell us what you got?
I'll tell you all now. Yes.
Is he in Dalto Thum?
So the paladin that Fesh mentioned, yes, sounds like a contact. Yes. You like paladins or something?
What kind of paladin?
I don't know. Presumably a dwarven one. Yes, Ago. You're going to have to.
Do you know which god?
No.
I am not worried about me.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe you can.
I can be around dwarves. They can't be around me.
Well, hopefully we'll do our best to ingratiate ourselves.
Can you cast
not a
a
problem.
spell on him to make him look like he's not an orc?
I can't do it on him, unfortunately, but I have makeup.
Sounds like he needs to do it on you too.
Right.
Hey, I'm just following the card.
Try to intimidate me. Well, actually, I have to admit I am somewhat worried about, still, of course, about Torvald and Diptha.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we should you try the earring, or I could send a sending to.
I mean, I can
Torvald.
try it. I have it right here.
Yeah, let's give it a shot
just so
and see where they are, how
I'm
they
assuming
are.
we're like traveling out of town while this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have piled into the thing, and Fahima, you driving? Who's driving?
I'll sit next to her and we can.
We're
both
leaning out
be-
the window.
Did Bree bring anything to I'll go to read?
Oh, the
or-
book. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
There's as you find these accommodations have been packed in. There's a small sack that was placed in your sort of. Everybody has their own little area in here that seems to be indicated for them with a 6th area for sleeping available, and you do have a book that seems to be what a child would be given as a sort of early reader. And there's a small sack for you. There are stocks of some grains and supplies, dried foodstuffs like jerky and things that are in there. And if you and the 2 of you are in the front, the rest of you are in the Vardo proper.
Are there any weapons in there?
There are not. You didn't
Okay.
request those,
Yeah,
but there are.
If they had like put them in there.
Yeah.
I put the earring in.
Okay. Again, it feels hot and uncomfortable in your ear.
You try anything? Say something?
Hello? Torval or whoever's listening, it's Lily, double stuck, from Bingle. I don't know if you remember me at this point. It's been a little bit. We would just love a check-in, see if you're okay.
So it burns in your ear, that feeling deep in your ear, but you get no response. And you don't know if that is because you're out of range or if there's truly no response to be had.
Guess I don't get service.
I'll try. I mean, it's very possible if they are incarcerated that someone has taken the earring from him.
That's true. Maybe ascending would be good.
Yeah.
So can we just break it down in simple terms here? Either we go to, my glasses are very dirty right now, so I can't quite see. Daltothume is where the dwarf paladin is,
And
but it's
that's-
harder to get out of the mountain range. Or we can go towards Colsey, which we know is very pleasant. We have easier access to get to Vise. What's the downside? We don't meet the paladin dwarf?
Fesh, what Fesh seemed to say is the only way into Sky Scorcher was through the dwarves.
Then let's go there. Sure, it's gonna be harder to get out, but if it's the only way in, then that's necessary.
It is the fastest way to the next warden, but
It's also information that we don't really have much of right now.
it's true, I guess. Yeah, I'm still worried about Torvald. That's
I am with you on that. Torvald knows things that none of us know.
But wouldn't it be such a waste of time if we couldn't get in from the other side?
Are
Well,
you
no,
saying
but
we
we'd
would
still
go
be
to-
going north. We would be going past Sky Scorcher and Daltothume, I assume, because last we heard they were up near Ukdun, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the events when you were with Torvald and the Lodestar were sort of in this general area,
Right.
Sort of wooded area that is south and between Thorn and Ukdun.
I think
I thought we
did Diptha even specify which clan of orcs had abducted them?
I don't believe she did. I believe she just said that they'd been abducted by orcs.
Well, do you want to go there first?
I thought we were going to the volcano first either way. I'm mistaken in that?
I was not under that impression.
Oh.
It's one or the other. I mean, there are wardens both places. If the orcs have Diptha and Torvald, we can assume they have the Storm Warden as well.
Well,
They
the-
might also know more about what we may face in the volcano. There is a building on it.
Yes, but that might be dwarven territory as well.
I want to go to the volcano.
Well, yes. I figured that was probably.
I'm just worried. We have lives at stake with Torvald and Diptha.
Can you try ascending?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll sending to Torvald.
James,
Yes,
I'm proud of you.
thank you. Ascending to Torvald, saying, been a minute. Trying to decide where to go. Where are you? Can you be freed? Should we come your way or head to next warden? Please advise.
And again, that message. Out and into the ether. And you hear,
James. Would you hear your voice? Weak. But alive. Do your duty. Do not worry about me. Free the wardens. I believe in you.
James, you're
I
right.
haven't heard his voice in a minute. That hurt.
He's alive.
Yes. He's not doing well, though.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Where is he?
He didn't tell me. He says to go on. He says to not worry about him.
Are you surprised?
No, but
No. He sounded not good.
no, he sounded very weak.
They will drain him as best as they can.
There's no way to know. Fahima, the locate warden spell, what's its range?
Did I get that from you? The piece of paper?
I did not give you as a piece of paper, no. But it is something that you can cast as a third level spell, and it is one that has a much larger much larger range than a detect magic would, but it works in a very similar way. You get a sort of general sense of direction, a pull or indication in a general direction.
Can we specify which warden we're looking for?
No.
Damn. Can we specify whether there's one or more?
No. It's like magic. It's like detect magic. It's like.
So if there is more than one, you would detect.
They would both be
Yes,
sending
yes.
us. If the Storm Warden is still north, it would also say north.
Is it a ritual spell?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Detect magic is.
Yeah, then it would be, yeah.
I think then perhaps maybe we should talk to this paladin and go to the mountain on the way to get Torvald.
It's the best.
If he's saying to get the wardens, it feels like we should respect that.
I agree.
As much as I don't want him to suffer and I want to save him, I fear more people will be in danger if we don't.
It's the best lead we have.
And the more time we give the Ashen Mage, the more powerful she's going to become.
I feel like
So are the orcs.
It's true.
There's only so much we can control. And we are there are plenty of people and tribes and whole villages that know about the orcs and are preparing for the orcs. Very few people know about the Ashen Mage and what she's up to, and that's our job. Right?
Out of this, game mechanics-wise, now that we know kind of generally how fast the birds can go and how far they can go in a day, how much time is it going to take if we go from Winkburgh to Deltothum? Is that how it's pronounced?
Deltothum.
Yeah. How?
You got Longstrider, is that right?
Yes, she did.
It's going to take, it would probably take 3 weeks of travel at normal speed.
Wow.
So you're talking like a week and a half at Longstrider speed, depending on what you run into and other things that are going on.
Wow, glad we took that.
No kidding.
Well, you know my opinion, so shall we put
We
it to a vote or
Could
just go?
start traveling that way, and you could keep sending messages.
That's
I'm
Try
hesitant.
Giptha instead of him.
Right. I'm hesitant to go that way until we know exactly where he's at.
well, we
You're
should
right.
at least start in that direction.
Yes.
And then we can decide once we get to the mountain. Orc.
Okay.
I agree.
So we've decided to go west of the mountains?
East of the mountains,
East.
close or
Close to Biverby. This is east, this is west.
West.
oh yeah, I'm sorry,
we wanna
west.
go
Sorry,
yeah,
upside
west.
down.
I
Yeah.
apologize. I'm like
It's
yeah.
upside down to you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're headed toward Deltothum.
Yes.
Is this a road that we're on, or is this just
To
open?
start, it certainly is. I mean, you can hug the road, or you can. It is up to you. You can certainly, as you leave Winkburgh.
I
you
just
are
figure
certainly
if
on a road.
these are wheels, don't we have to stick to like relatively flat terrain?
They have chains.
Yeah, I mean, certainly that will help you. But if you need to get off the road, you may be able to find ways to pick your way through. But yeah, roads will be most conducive. And there are, I mean, the thing about Winkburgh is it literally was a place where they sent goods and supplies. That often is here at this intersection of this river to the sea. It's not on this map, but this is often. Things out to Bingle, things to Boster and the Isle of Rum, up to Biverby, up even from Colsey and Olsvach and Typh. All of these, the goods that came out of the farmlands of Colsey would come down through these lands, through Winkburgh, and then be distributed out into Turles and the big cities of Oya, Tuscand, up, and the ore and mining materials that came from the dwarves in the mountains of Nelrim would also come and be funneled through Winkburgh into the city. So it really was this pivot point of the entire, all these realms, and as such, it has a major thoroughfare, a big trade route that goes up and into the dwarven lands. So you're able to follow that if you choose, or you can hug the river and go. I mean, the road itself will kind of dip in through all these areas, but you have a lot of options in front of you. This is a giant river that leads to a massive lake. But yeah, there is a very prominent road that used to be a major trade route from the dwarven lands down in through Winkburgh. So that thing isn't being used quite as much anymore for multiple reasons, the biggest of which is the Duke and Winkburgh sort of broke the trade routes, but also because as the dwarves have prepared for war, things have
Shut down.
they've become isolated and insulated, and there's less of their stuff coming out and being traded with other peoples.
They're stocking up
Yeah.
I think we should stick to the road if time is of the essence.
as much as we can. Yeah.
As a note, I'm picking up any feathers that fall off these Achaierai.
That's
add
fun.
to my pack.
I want to say that we've gotten some wonderful balloons. Thank you, watchers. Digital Milan, Armando 89, Dreamblaze, Soviet, Stavion the Paladin, Unicorn Farts, and many more.
Oh, unicorn.
We appreciate you. We also got a Force of Good for Uggo from Gorbin Played.
Ooh,
Gorbin
Played.
a few new names tonight.
P-L-A-D-E, I believe.
Gorbin?
Unless I'm saying that wrong, I believe it's Gorbin, Gorbin P-L-A-D-E, Gorbin Played.
Maybe it's Gorbet? Plade. You don't know.
You know what?
Could be,
That
could be.
sounds right.
Chattering Skull. Viewer submitted. Next time you look in your pack, you find a skull that is the same size and shape as your own, wrapped in a blood red piece of cloth. No matter where the skull is, you can hear what it would be able to hear and may speak through its mouth as if it were your own.
Whoa.
Although once you begin this effect, it deteriorates rapidly.
That's cool though.
So,
You can leave it someplace.
right?
Yeah.
It's like a scrying stone.
Like a
So it's similar to
like an
his,
intercom.
Yeah, it's
his
kinda like a
light
spyglass.
By the
It's
spyglass, but
yeah.
it's more of a what you can hear rather than what you can see.
Audio, and you're able to speak through it.
Right, and then, but once you begin, the part that threw me is, although once you begin this effect, it deteriorates rapidly, so you can only do it for so long.
So long,
before-
it starts breaking.
It's not
down.
like a
It's not
forever thing.
Okay,
Gotcha.
got it.
Cool.
Like a really dark baby monitor.
What are you talking about? That's the baby monitor I use.
It's an
And have a
Perfect.
skull that looks like your own
Man,
skull.
They gotta
that-
learn sometime.
Yeah.
At some point, Fahima, I think you should cast Detect Warden. I mean, let's keep in mind we don't know for certain that there is a warden in Sky Scorcher Peak. It's just a hunch.
Oh, sure.
I can take over driving for a bit if you want.
Okay. And I'll cast Detect Warden as a ritual.
Okay, so Lily, you climb around and get into the front seat of the stagecoach of the Vardo, and you pick up the reins. Civ, you're sitting beside her. You're feeling the bump of the road, and Fahima, you climb around and using the handholds that Uggo requested. It's quite easy to keep the coach moving and still manage to get in and out of the doors on the side.
I'll conjure a little piece of Turkish rug to kind of sit cross-legged on.
Okay, so you're sitting there, and the cart is moving along the road, clippity clop, except that it's claws and four-legged Achaierai. Yeah, and you commune. And this new spell that you've never cast before, you check your notes a couple of times, and you start casting, and you feel this intense sensation take over your body. You've never really cast something that has this far a reach before, and you feel yourself expand out in concentric circles, getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's as if all of your sensations also expand out, and you feel the road beside you, the trees along the side of the road, the rocks and fish and birds and things. All of these things are immediate to you, and you feel a connection with them as if the sensation itself is spreading through the life force of all of these things and spreading out in concentric circles and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And you are waiting for some sensation, waiting for that draw of the warden and moving along. It takes time. Your concentric circles expanding farther and farther. You get nothing for quite a long time, but there is this wonderful sense of connection to the greater world around you. And then
I'm so hippie. I feel like I'm
it's totally cool, man.
I'm one with the earth and I, and I feel like I'm the grass.
I don't know what the
Is
spell
there
is
any
doing.
visual element to this spell at all?
I mean, for her or for you?
For me, because I mean, she's doing in the middle of Vardo. I'm the only one who's left in there just going.
No, she's just chilling. You just see her. She's just
You and I are
sitting there.
both just like,
Yeah, she's just sitting there. And
The world is a kaleidoscope.
for you, Fahima, it really is as if this
It's made us sort of
signal-
pretentious.
This signal is being amplified through the life force of other things. It's as if it's hitting cell towers and getting, but the cell towers are things or beings. It's a pretty interesting sensation, one you've never had before. And then there is this clear ping, this like color, this essence that does seem to be north of you, a little east of you. It does seem to be coming from the direction that you're heading. It's a vague sense, it's very far, but there's this faint wisp of sensation of, yes, there's something that direction.
Where are we positioned on the map right now?
You're just leaving Winkburgh. So you're heading
So
north here.
Northeast could mean here or here.
Correct.
Dang it.
She can't tell the general range that the.
No, it's more
ordinance-
like a direction. It's more like
I
it's
see.
just this general.
So even if, let's say, the range is like, I don't know, 100
It's like
miles.
a compass, right? Like kind of.
Exactly. That's a great way. Or I think of it like a video game where that it gives you
Yeah.
that like your objective is this way.
Right.
A green diamond appears over screen.
yeah.
Okay, I think we're headed in the right direction.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
I can't tell how far away it is, though.
We'll do it again. Maybe we can triangulate in a couple days. I'll try sending again, this time to Diptha.
Okay.
Hope you're well. Spoke to Torvald. Where are you? Is the Storm Warden with you? We're heading to Nelrim Mountains, but unsure where just yet.
You're sitting in the thing. She's meditating beside you. You start meditating. I'll go. It's just a couple of wizards, yeah. Hey, it's for Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what an apple is! Oh!
Yeah. So again, this essence leaves your body and heads out into the ether, and this, you're bopping along and waiting for anything, and you hear, you feel the sensation come back into your body, and you hear, no Warden with us. Orcish lands, I think. Orcs everywhere. Torvald quite sick, but we're okay. I don't know how long we've been here. Find the wardens.
The Storm Warden isn't with them.
Okay, so at least that narrows it down. It's probably in the volcano. Or near it. I really like this spell. I might just do it again for fun.
Hey, Viv. Is, are you an orc now?
No, I just have tusks. I can't seem to get rid of it unless I want to, scare someone.
Oh.
I don't really feel like doing that right now.
There's not really anyone to scare right now. Unless you want to play a prank on them in the...
I think they're doing spell stuff.
Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't prank them while they're doing spell stuff.
I have another poem for you, but I don't think I should read it like this.
Oh.
Kind of ruin it.
I mean, I don't know if that's true.
You want to hear it?
Sure. Bow, 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 bow.
You're locating wardens.
You're becoming one with the grass.
I feel love just outside the doors of
Stop
this
it.
wagon.
Hema, you're talking very loud during this spell.
All right.
I'm sorry, I just want to...
called one tusk.
Siv, if you want to wait, if you would rather not do it with tusks, you can.
No, I'll read this one.
Okay.
I forgot to name it, but this one rhymes. I know I'd steal you flowers. Trust me when I say I would. I know I'd do anything for you. I don't care whether or not I should. They'd say that if you leave me, it would put me on a shelf. But if you were to share my secrets, I would no longer be my Civ self. Every 18 seconds, time slips silently away, and the light begins to fade, my love, so I beg you to please stay. I never thought I'd lose myself in bed amongst the flowers. But when I close my eyes and dream, your beauty resounds for hours.
Very nice. I feel a bit obligated to, I wrote you a song.
You guys are not hearing this, Jessica.
I feel
Well, she's
love.
singing.
It's so strong.
She hasn't started singing yet.
Cut it out.
Well, I know I haven't exactly said much in return. Just wanted to explain it. Oh, darling, it's true. My heart beats faster round you. I'll admit that I'm scared. These feelings are there. 'Cause you might forget they are too. We may have a different experience. So understand my uncharacteristic resistance. See, I found at first love is fun, but after 2 weeks it's done, and then sails off in the distance. So, oh, darling, it's true. I found my heart pining for you, but I'm pretty frightened to admit that I'm liking you, 'cause you might forget you are too. So when you walk in, I just smile. But these feelings I can't reconcile. See, when this journey is done and it's time to move on, these feelings, they often recoil. No, I can't say it back, 'cause I've witnessed the fact that these feelings only last for a while. I grew up on an island where people fall in love all the time, Civ. And it happens over and over again. And it's really nice at first. But I've seen it not last. And I'm not trying to be rude or unaccepting, and I really do appreciate your poems. I really do. But you have to understand, in my experience, it doesn't last that long. I'm sorry to do this while you have tusks.
Yeah, kind of awkward.
You don't have to say anything back.
I'm just gonna scoot closer to you and put my hand out like this.
I'll hold your hand. And then I'll just drive. I'll smile at you, and then I'll just drive on.
As you sit there, holding hands, the cart going, you guys are a ways out from Winkburgh. The sun lowering in the sky. You hear in the distance a sound, familiar sound. Shujun. Shujun, jun, 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 jun. Shujun. Uh-oh. Shujun, jun, jun, boom, 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 boom. Shujun, boom, 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 boom. Shubum, boom, 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 boom. And you hear rustling.
Coming from what direction?
Up ahead of you and the side of you, coming out of the trees, are the flock. Astride their own Achaierai, running, screaming. Guy on the back.
Ugo, do we stop or do we ride?
No, there's no more love. I don't feel love anymore.
I don't know.
Can't ours with the long strider go faster?
Probably.
I don't have any bows.
I'm squeezing Civ's hand
They should be
very
able to go
tight.
twice as fast.
All right, I lean out.
I'm gonna let go of your hand and just kind of nod and smile, and then I'm going to climb up on top of the vardo so that I can get a better look to see what exactly we're dealing with.
Okay, I'll come out and take those reins because now no one's driving it, right?
No,
I'm still. I
think she's got the reins.
For both of them?
Yeah, because it would be just one set of reins for both sides. Because
I would have had them in one hand kind of before,
Okay.
but now,
Yeah.
but now that it's like.
You were like, peace out.
Yeah.
So you guys are moving. The Achaierai are going. It's kicking up sand. You see coming up, making what it looks to be like a collision course. They're meeting you off at the pass, kind of heading at you. Is a group of 2, 3, 4 Achaierai. Each of them a person on the back. With these big handlebars riding it, goggles, scarves, another rider on the back. They're like, coming at you.
They're heading right at us.
Coming right at you. There's billowing clouds of dust coming up. You guys are
Coming towards us or next to us? Sorry.
So you're going like this. They're coming out of the forest.
Starting to like flank us, kind of. Okay.
Making what is what's the word I'm looking for? Hitting you off at the pass, huh?
Yeah.
I said hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
they're flanking us?
Not flanking you, but they're
Intersect.
Yes, they're gonna intercept you. Yeah, they're going to.
Intercept, yeah.
Yeah, they're making a. There's a word for it. I can't think of it. Anyway, they're coming up to meet you so that they will block your.
I'll try and get up on top of the vardo as well with Civ.
Where are your minis?
We can outrun them. These Achaierai are extraordinarily fast.
But you are pulling a very heavy vardo, which the other ones are not.
Are they're flying in the sky or are they running?
No, they don't fly. These birds don't fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But because there's only one person on each of the birds, they're gonna.
There's 2 people on each of the birds, but
I'll start peppering the ground in front of them with Eldritch Blasts to deter them.
Okay.
I'm not aiming right at them yet, but I want to ward them off.
Okay. So again, you're a Achaierai running. There's a Achaierai in the back of your vardo connected to that is running. Billows of dust and dirt are being kicked up as they're going very fast. Lily got the reins in the front of the vardo. Civ steps up on top and scopes out and sees these guys coming up. James joins and pulls on the handle that we've got, climbs up on top. You guys are both on top, going at a pretty fast rate at this point as Lily hits the reins and keeps this thing trying to outrun them. But they change course and are coming at you, trying to head you off at the pass. You said you want to throw a couple of Eldritch Blasts?
Like at the grounds in front of them. It range is 120 feet. So yeah, I'm trying to just send some warning shots.
Okay.
Intimidate them, basically.
All right. So you do so. You conjure your arcane energies, purple, swirling arcane energy comes out of you, down, boom, boom, billows of dirt, boom, boom, clouds of dirt hitting the ground, shooting up, spraying them in the face as they hit their goggles. Ah! They continue coming at you, undeterred. The one that you had seen before that you actually paid 250 gold for stands up on the back of his Achaierai and is just like, ah! And pulls out a hand axe. Ah! Like this. They're coming at you.
Come on.
Can I see that one?
And that's where we're gonna stop.
Fury Road, baby, let's go.
All right.
Just so you know, so that when we get there, Ugo's in there and he's getting a grappling hook ready and he's going,
I've been waiting for this one.
Ugo's like, you guys meditate? This is what I do.
Y'all do your thing.
Well, we're
I'll
gonna
do mine.
see what
Uggle's
Ugo
been
does.
ritual casting grapple.
Yeah.
Yes!
We're going to see what Uggo does next week as the return of the flock comes to...
You knew we weren't going to get out of there without dealing with the flock, man.
vardo. Yeah, you guys stole my first flocking. We've got means of travel. We've got birds that are now ours. We've got a plan. We've got an open road ahead of us. We've got bad guys tearing after us. We got 5 awesome adventures, and we have you helping us. It is so amazing to see all of the love and support you guys give. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are indebted to you, and I said it last week, but I'll say it again. I love doing this show. I love these players, and I love you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, we have a couple of force cards, one for Civ from Joker 38 and one for James from Patyrus Storeblade. We'll do those at the beginning of next week's episode.
Thank you, Patyrus.
So we will not lose those. Thank you so much for giving them to us. I love this map. That's JP Couvert who made it. I love the fact that we got to actually dig into this world that we're building. Guys, I don't want to stop, but we got to. So next week we'll be back. Please tune in. Tell your friends. Oh, I always forget also. If you tune out before the awesome remix song that's over the credits of this show, you are missing out on one of the coolest things. Yeah. There's a really awesome remix that covers the end credits of our show. So please check that out if you haven't. Can't wait to see you next week. Until then, humankind, be both.
Hit it, Milo. Yeah! To all of you who played along and interacted with us throughout the evening, our humble thanks. What the freckles is that? I'm going with it, baby. I don't care. The pain is deep, but the pockets are fat. I don't even know. That's not English. What language am I speaking right now? Thank you to everyone that shared our adventure. And my respect and thanks, not to Cogwheel, because I tell you what, he just dropped pain on us. But I am going to respect Mama Caravan, Lady of Stars, Manic Mage 92, Raisin Brand 66, Musk Stick Addict, Sassers, Ice Water 15, Dude the Man, Spoon City Fuzz 58, Burr Ice, Silverfang 59, Willmeister, Desmer, Kikebook, what the? Kaibuki? Tiger Gamer, Briber, whose viewers submitted Force of Good and Force of Evil cards were used on tonight's show. And don't forget, the Dungeon Rundown! The official Dungeon Run after show airs live every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Our host, Trisha Hirschberger, sits down with the cast of the show to talk all things Dungeon Run! From community questions and episode recaps to theories and all the fan art your mortal brains can fathom. The Dungeon Rundown is right here on caffeine.tv/The Dungeon Run. Make sure to follow the channel to get live notifications. Yeah. And of course, join us for the Dungeon Run next week and every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific right here as the Dungeon Run continues. Until next week, Milo, stop farting! My goodness, it smells like baked Alaska. That doesn't smell good. May the dice roll in your favor.
It started. As a simple dungeon run. As a simple dungeon run.
a world where magic exists, anything is possible.
Ah, life is pain. Ah, life is pain. Pain, 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 pain.
Meep, I love you. Come back to me. Meep. 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 Meep.
We're falling through space. No plan.
The island of Bingle is safe once again. You may return to your homes. And if there are any that are willing, help them rebuild.
Humankind. Be both.